Good morning, people. Happy new week. All of that great, good stuff. It is Monday, the 11th of March. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And I'm one of your lovely hosts for today, my own royalty.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That's right.
And it's your boy, 6 foot
Mic
plus
on.
of pure temptation.
Is that mic on? Oh, yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's on here. I really like that coat, you know. Every time I see it, I'm going to compliment it. Banging coat. Brent, how are you, sir?
I am blessed and highly favoured. Good morning, good morning.
So can you put the camera on email, please? I need to do something.
Seems good, right? It is. Yeah, I've started watching it. It's very good. But I'll get into that. It's off this. It's you have to carry on, I think. Yeah, but apparently the reviews are... Sorry, Esther. But we're talking about The Gentleman on Netflix. It's a series.
Okay. Oh, is it with Anne Hathaway? No, maybe I don't think it's something else.
It's a new series that just dropped.
Okay.
Guy Ritchie has directed it.
Who is it? Oh, Madonna's man. Yeah, Madonna's
Are they
ex.
still together?
No. I thought she was kissing Drake like that. That was grounds for divorce, child. Divorce her ass. Okay. How are you, Marks? How are you?
I'm alright, you know.
Yeah,
I'm alright. What did you lot do for Mother's Day?
Well, I'll tell you what you did.
How you know what I did?
You acted damn fool on the internet. Honestly, every week, at some point,
What?
don't act confused. At some point, I question whether I really want to follow you, whether I'm gonna have to mute you, and
I'm not sure what I've done now.
No, is that right? Now you know the fact that you have to say you're not sure what you've done now.
No,
You did the most, man.
I'm genuinely not sure what you're doing.
Are you really not sure?
No.
There's so many different
That's so
things
interesting.
that a while he's like, which one?
It's like, yeah, which one? It's like, where do I pick from?
Yeah.
I remember you called for the abolishment of Mother's Day.
Ah.
Let's let that do what it will do. And you guys were thinking some serious grounds. It wasn't.
What was the reason as to why he called for the abolishment of Mother's Day?
Because I missed the football.
Yeah. He said he missed
You missed the football?
all three of them. Or both three of them.
Impossible.
No,
Bad.
Brent, I don't think you understand. He
Bad
said,
tweet.
I missed both three of the matches. So no, he was really going through it. He meant, when he said, let Mother's Day go, he meant it.
Discombobulated.
Can you imagine?
That was a terrible tweet. They keep
Terrible.
reminding me that I said it wrong.
Both three is wild. Both three is wild.
Obviously, I wasn't supposed to say that. So
Well, no, but I feel like it conveyed the message that you read, that it conveyed that you're very serious there. Like how annoyed you must have been.
good games. 2 good games.
You wouldn't know.
I'm so done.
You just heard, innit?
No, you hearing through the grapevine.
Heard what?
That it was
That the
good
games are good. You don't know. You don't have receipts.
Apparently they were good. They would have been good. You would have known they was good before the kickoff. Did you even watch them?
Of course it did.
See? But obviously I sacrifice, innit?
I got you.
Prioritize. That means Mother's Day was more important to me than it was to everybody else.
Definitely was more important to you than me. Okay. I did what I had to do for my mother. Why?
Do you know what I had to do? What is wrong with you people?
Before Mother's Day, remember he said he doesn't have to be doing this on this particular day because every single day.
Oh yeah, every day
around
is
it.
Mother's Day.
So
Yeah.
I don't understand why are we here?
Right, they put the table at the wrong time. My sister done it. I tell you, every day women are inconsiderate.
I don't know if that's what you always go. First,
It's not what it goes for, Brent. It's not.
It doesn't come to
It's
mind as the
not.
first thing that comes to
No,
mind.
it definitely is not what it goes for. But from my response, you can tell what kind of week I'm trying to have. So you're right. Women are very inconsiderate. You're right. You're right.
Did you at least enjoy the food?
Yeah, I
At
did
the
actually.
company?
Yeah. That
You
was good.
better have.
All that for what?
Oh my goodness.
No, it was alright. It was good.
How are the people in the
But I got a
chat?
ticket.
You got a ticket for what?
Parking my car on a
parking,
yellow line
yeah.
on a Sunday. Are these people rude? I don't even
Oh,
know
yeah,
what the rules are, but I'm
What if it's
I'm
during the day
appealing
though?
it.
I think it's after 6:30.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, even on a Sunday, babes.
No.
I said no, you know. Well, yes, you got a ticket.
No.
He said no.
I'm appealing it. They're crazy. They're crazy. They lost their mind.
That's different. Nah, yeah, tickets are not it, man.
And apparently Ramadan has started.
Yep.
Apparently so. Okay.
Ramadan Mubarak to everybody.
Ramadan Mubarak. All right.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Good morning, Black Mara. Good morning, Joseph Kingsley. Good morning, Imi
I like the
Snow
name
Globe.
Joseph.
Good morning, Everest. Good morning, Crud Crow. Good morning, Izzy Bambino. Good morning, ONB. Good morning, Pal Pal. Good morning, Mel. It's a long time no see you in the chat. Love you, love you. Good morning,
What'd you say?
Mercy. Mel.
No, it was after that. He said, say love like love, yeah?
Love you, love you.
Oh,
Love you, love you. Mercy Prestige. Good morning. Good morning, Jules. Good morning, Gin and Jess. Well done
Jules,
for your event
baby.
on Friday. Well done, well done. Good morning, Von and Ramadan Kareem. To you too.
to Yvonne.
Yes.
Oh, so we're going to get a holy one for a while.
Impossible.
You can't be out here advocating for TD After Dark.
Good morning.
Can you imagine?
Crud Crew. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Susanna. And good morning, Josie Augers.
I love that. Morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Hope everyone's good. Had a good weekend and all that great stuff.
Somebody sent me this. Let me just pop it up. Apparently, over the weekend on Mother's Day, a group of black male groups put on a Mother's Day brunch.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, in Lambeth.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Shout out there. And look at this.
These things always stress me out.
As in, how do you eat from there?
Yeah, man.
People find ways.
Yeah, but then after a while, it just looks so annoying. Because there's no order and structure. Then it just looks like, yeah. But it's always lovely, beautiful. I feel like I'd have it, but not for anyone to eat from. Oh, that's really lovely. That's very wholesome.
Yes.
Love that.
Let me just read out the groups. All right. Shout out to the Man in Action and Black Thrive, two community organizations who stepped up for mums today. A beautiful event where brothers made sure us mums were fed, serenaded, hugged, affirmed, along with spoken word and great DJ. I left with flowers and a smile on my face. Didn't spend a penny. Big up the brothers who realized the importance of the black family and solving for self.
Word, man.
These wonderful black organizations were involved. Black Thrive, Man in Action, Manhood Academy, Street Fathers, Take Me Back Sundays, Karma, Dole Music, that might be soul.
Okay, yeah.
Powers for Breakfast, photographer, and Wisdom Beats Smart,
Nice.
spoken word. There you go. Thank
It's
you very
very
much, Heather.
wholesome. Big up, Heather. That's very wholesome, man.
So how were your Mother's Days?
It was nice.
Okay.
Mine was nice, but my sister got baptized yesterday, so it was more about that, to be fair,
Okay.
actually. So that was really lovely. That was really lovely.
Congrats.
Thank you. The only thing I love more than a wedding is a baptism service. Love it so much. So it was really, really sweet. Her and two of her friends from the church. It was really, really wholesome. Very beautiful. What else did I do?
Did they do it in the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so in our church, it's so funny because, so in the but we've got a pool under, like, and then we get my brother, he's at the church muscles now. And then they put it and then they put it back up and stuff. It was really, really nice though. Very, very lovely service.
It's so interesting. Who did they use before your brother came with the
I know, right? But it's so funny. Like, literally, if anything needs to be, they'll be like, Alex, I'm muscle guy. But it was really, really very wholesome and very beautiful. Did that, watch rom-coms. Worked on Saturday. Honestly, I do 3 classes on Saturday mornings now, and honestly,
I was minding my business.
I'm beat.
And I thought you did a typo or something. And you was like, you went to the gym at this time.
Yeah.
And you left at this time. I was
I
like,
learned to gym.
how many hours is that?
I went to the gym at 9 o'clock, and I left at 2:30.
5.5 hours.
Do you know how mad that is?
Very.
Very mad. Yeah, I was there for a time.
Did you live with a man?
This is okay. So this is part of what I posted. Did you reply to that post?
No.
Okay, because I was just thinking that because you know how I am. But basically, I actually said that. So I posted it, and I was like, do you know what? Hold tight, the guys that date gym girls, because you would really think she's in there cheating. I'm really not. I'm really working out. Wouldn't know a thing. But yeah, I was tired. Like, I was beat, man. But my Saturdays are like that. But I look forward to it. But gosh, my arms are so heavy. I just couldn't
I think I'm going to go gym when I leave here.
do it.
Should I do it?
Do you know what? Everyone's been on. I'm so proud of people. I'm proud of society as a whole. I think I said this the other day. And like, everyone's been on their Zoom. Like, the gym is packed. Like, last week, Monday, because I do yoga on Mondays, and I tend to do weights before, I could not, there was no space for me to do weights. I had to do a class. because the gym was that packed. And I'm so proud of people. Like, it's been packed consistently since the 2nd of January all the way till now. We're not playing this summer, boy.
Yeah, I've never had a summer body before, you know. Way long before.
It's a very funny sentence. It's a very funny sentence. I hear it. But I've never had a summer body, no.
No, I've had like a winter body all year round. But never had the summer thing, you get me? This year I want the summer one.
You got it, man.
Yeah, so I got this.
You got this. You just gotta do it. And you've been boxing anyway.
Yeah.
Boxing will do it, boy.
I gotta just stay focused.
Just literally stay on your Zoom.
Even though I've been trying, I don't feel like I'm back in like a gym
mode.
routine properly yet, though. That's
I hear you. But I would say it's one step at a time, man. You know, I feel like the reason why sometimes people get overwhelmed and stuff is because you try to be your best on week one, and it doesn't work like that. You got to make progress. So if you do 3 days this week, and then next week you do 4 days and whatever, do you get what I mean? That's what being consistent is. It's not necessarily being 100% every single time, but it's still, even if you're 10% today, 20 tomorrow. That's still
Plus, I'm not really a proper gym man. Like, gym people annoy me, so I don't want to go down that route.
I love being a gym. I'm such a gym girl. Like, it's my identity.
They're like gym people are like, they almost get like how vegans get.
Yeah, I am actually. I think that because even with plans and stuff, like planning a holiday, and I asked my friend, I was like, "Is there a gym there?" Like, girl.
Yeah, the ones who go gym on holiday are psychopaths.
Because I'm going away, and I was like, I literally was
ones.
like Googling, and we had to Google Maps. Like, there's one 6 minutes away. I'm not losing it on account of holiday, and I'm going to Nigeria, so I'm going to be eating amala and all sorts. Oh, honey, I need to be running. And then I come back to my class, and now I'm struggling.
Yeah, you ain't partying the right way on holiday if you're getting up and going gym in the morning.
But that's the thing with going gym on holiday, is that you have to wake up early. I'm so done.
Didn't just said she hasn't had a summer body since the summer of 1999.
Okay, girl.
What, so you've been fluffy since 1999?
All right, Prince.
No one else should spell it out.
I'm asking a question.
Good morning, Gina. How are you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Love that.
So you ain't never been fluffy.
Oh, I'm fluffy now, boy.
Hmm?
I said, I'm fluffy now, boy.
That's the kind of gym girls that, you know, that you should
girl
know.
people,
Because when
no.
they
This
back
is-
the top off, they're not fluffy.
No.
Where are you,
trust
gym?
me, I'm
Is that like gym fluffy?
I'm fluffy.
That's
Yeah.
gym
It's
fluffy.
Gina,
though,
it's
not
Gina
like,
fluffy.
It's my, I'm fluffy, man.
So be Gina fluffy,
Trust me, I'm fluffy.
and I put a lot of effort in.
No, I'm fluffy. But it's
love it, man.
well.
Why don't you want to go to the gym on some holidays? Like, why are you saying that's crazy?
it's just a different level of dedication. I'm just in party mode. Like, I'm not waking up to go and do all that stuff. My sweating is different. I'll go lay in the sun if I want to sweat. You get what I'm trying to say?
So with a cocktail in hand.
Yeah, man. I go gym when I come home. I don't go on holiday to work out, run on the beach and thing.
Oh, I love going to. I don't know. I love it. It just sets you up for the day.
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel alive, like more
It does.
energetic.
And it's even about working out in the sun in another country. It's more exciting than the doom and gloom here. He's not sold. Fair.
And then you still need to like rock t-shirts and stuff. Don't you want to fill it out? Do you want your biceps to be extra glistening?
Who, me?
When you're
No,
going partying.
I'm not a bicep busting out my t-shirt, man. That's never been my story. So
This is what you're saying. Your gym body is just maga without the belly. Just
Yeah.
lean?
just lean, yeah, just lean like a swimmer.
You have ever had any definition?
Yeah, a little bit.
You missing out, man.
This conversation is so unserious.
Missing out, man.
Such an unserious conversation.
A little bit. When I came home from prison, I was in peak physical condition. I was peak condition, specimen.
Did you get a personal training qualification?
No,
Okay.
I didn't do that. Didn't go down that route. But I was working out. You get me. But yeah, I'm not like you. I'm not need all them biceps and triceps and biceps. I just need
Biceps.
I just need to be lean. You get me? Like, I'm not looking for that bit of dumb henchman. Told you I need like a swimmer's body. That's the kind of look I'm going for.
I can't imagine you hench anyway.
It's not gonna work for me.
I
is
don't
it?
think you have the
Chromosomes.
No, not even that. I just don't think you have the dedication to even get there.
Oh.
It's long.
What? No, I don't. You're right.
What?
I just don't. It's not what I want to do.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
thinking.
you're right. I'm with you.
Yeah, you're not-
I'm agreeing.
You're not gonna. It takes too much work. It's
It's
long.
a lot of work.
Yeah, too much work for Mags. Mags doesn't like work at all.
Yeah, you're the
No,
same-
but it's
you-
a different level of
No,
discipline.
but like
though.
bulking is
Ah,
like
different
bulking
level
is
of discipline.
extreme.
Can't
Do you see
reach.
what I mean?
Different level of discipline.
No, but there's
level of
discipline,
discipline
and then
is
there's
not for
another
me.
level. And there's another level. And I think that the third level is the one that the people that are trying to be hench are on. It's a different realm.
But it's not even saying that you should get to that stage because I don't think your physique would look serious with it, right?
I don't know if you got the genes. Do you reckon you've got the genes for it?
I think so. I think I can get there.
Sometimes it's genes as well, I reckon.
I think I can get there.
Because you're seeing some boxers, even some swimmers who have nice physiques, so they don't have to be hench.
That's what I'm saying. So I said I'm going to
I
have
don't
the
think
swimming
it'd suit
thing.
you anyway.
Hmm?
I don't think it'd
Yeah, I don't
suit
think
you
it would
anyway.
be
I
your
think
look.
an athletic look would suit you.
The lean thing, innit?
Yeah.
This is, see, there you go,
This is
bro.
what I'm talking about. But it also needs discipline, though. She's saying you don't have that discipline.
No, she said that was to do the bulking to get hench. Like
Forget about
the,
the hench.
Yeah,
Nobody's
but
looking at
even
your
to
hands.
get athletic,
There
you
we
have to
go.
build lean muscle. It's still a process.
yeah, but I can do that. I've been.
No, but you said you're not a gym head though. So what kind of things are you doing now? Boxing ain't gonna get you hench. Sorry, just saying.
I'm not trying to get hench.
No, but even to build on lean muscle, you're not gonna get it from boxing.
I know, but I'm going back to the weights room. I told you I'm going to the weights room when I leave here.
Oh, okay.
I just told you that. I don't even feel like I'm back in my
You're bad.
gym routine yet. I've just been doing little bits just to get back in it, get me?
Bit of this, bit of that.
Gina, quick question. For somebody who had a brain aneurysm, would you suggest that they consider boxing, but not just sparring, like boxing as a match?
No. I mean, no. Don't you want to speak to your
Brain
doctor
aneurysm.
first?
So
Because
boxing
if you
can
get-
cause that.
Yeah,
though.
because you getting hit in the. Do you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
risk of you getting hit in the head,
My uncle had that.
I don't think is worth it.
No, it's not.
But for a little giggle.
Okay.
Not for shits and giggles.
Yes.
You shit and giggle all the way to heaven, bro.
Yeah.
No, dead ass. It happened to my uncle, and I think he was in a coma for a few days. He's boxing and stuff.
So are
I
you
wouldn't
actually
think that.
fighting?
You know what it
You're gonna
is?
do like a celebrity match?
Oh, you're the one we're talking about.
Yeah, didn't you realise?
Oh no.
You're gonna do celebrity. Can I just
Oh.
quickly say, Mugs?
I'm going to punch someone up because I'm way too dynamic. I'm way too dynamic a fighter. I'm
I
going to
just
fist
keep it
someone
up.
up. Huh?
I was just skipping.
I was playing. I was
No, you
pissed.
weren't, man. Mugs, I saw Mugs skipping. It gave me the ick. I was
I can't skip that.
Hey, but that was editing.
Hey.
actually messaged though. I was just like,
I didn't see it.
Do you want to
do
go?
that
Shall we
every
go?
day.
Shall we go there and we leave it? I'll
Where
book
was
it
this?
now. Me and you will go and
You
turn up.
think, can you skip properly? Like
We'll
double
see.
others.
Who?
You see? That's what I thought.
I can do this where you go.
Double
No, but the one where you do it twice.
No, I ain't doing all that. That's too much.
Okay.
That's too much.
Yeah, but just the way you were skipping like a schoolgirl, like, and your legs are just dangling everywhere.
Yeah,
You're
but
tall as well, man.
he edited that. That wasn't.
together.
that was TV.
So get it
That
together.
was
Is that
that-
how you actually skip
That was
though?
production.
Show
Where
me
is
a
this? I wanna
video
see
of
this
you- It
video.
was on his stories, and I
Oh,
was just like,
is it
I was just like,
expired?
No, it's still there. But that's not the That's not the proper skipping. That was editing. That was you done that for
you did that.
entertainment purposes.
You did that for entertainment. You keep saying he. You were skipping.
Yeah, but he didn't have to use that part.
No, but you're not getting my point. You were skipping. So did you say, oh, I'm skipping for entertainment, or this is what I'm saying? That's how you skip.
No, I was just fucking about. But no, I can skip better than that. Basically,
Have you got a video?
Proof?
Yeah.
No, I ain't got
there
proof.
we go.
I ain't got proof. But I can 100% skip better than that.
Show me.
You got skipping rope in your car?
No, I actually don't. I actually
Imagine.
don't. But honestly, I just thought, wow.
Of course,
Skipping is hard though. I can't skip.
Would you say, of course you can? No, there's a lot of grown men I
There's
know
a
that
lot.
can't skip though, and it's very icky.
Yeah, no, I can't do the Rocky Balboa thing. I'm not there yet, but I can
No.
skip.
Just as long as
I can
you
do double
skip.
Dutch.
What's double Dutch, please?
Where you,
Yeah, see, this is what
And
I'm
the
saying.
singing songs.
Why are you doing that? When you're waiting for someone to think you're doing this. One knee turning around.
mama, sicky in bed. Oh, the doctor said. Yeah, all that.
Oh my
I'll do that,
gosh,
man.
what a mess.
You get me?
This boy wants to fist somebody up, but he doesn't realize one straight punch could send him
Is it for real? Or like
for real.
Is it like a celebrity match ring?
I ain't getting touched. I don't know what you think this is.
No, I'm asking you a question. Is it a
Listen,
celebrity
yeah.
match?
Potentially.
With whom?
I said you said that. You
Some
said it out.
punk that I'll punch up. That just
Some punk, you know.
They run my bread. I'll fist him up on live television. Fuck what you heard. That's
A
That's
man's
it.
ego is so dangerous.
Can you imagine
man.
that he's willing to
So
meet God
dangerous.
ego.
way before?
I'm not gonna get touched. Have you seen him fight?
See
Also,
who
you know
fight?
the opponent, your opponent already.
I've seen him fighting. He's a
Yeah,
piece
so
of
who is the
shit.
person?
Huh?
Why is he a piece of shit?
Because he's just trash.
As a fighter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think. Can we look at some footage?
What, of him fighting?
Yeah.
You're not about to make the fight happen tonight.
No, I'm not giving this. You know what it is? I'm having talks behind the scenes. I'm not giving this no energy until I can confirm.
Yeah,
it.
and he needs to make sure the money's there before the promo starts.
Yeah, I'm not giving him no energy until my readies is there. But as soon as they confirm it, I'm gonna punch his face off.
Can I be honest?
You sound like
Can I
that
say
little
something?
kid that wanted to punch Santa's beard off.
Just pray that this doesn't come back to bite you in the ass because you said that so many times.
Yeah. I told you this. You don't know me by now. Things I'm good at, I'm confident about.
That's an irreversible ick, by the way. If that happens, that's an irreversible ick.
Yeah, no, I
You
heard
can
that.
never come out of that one.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Love this for you.
I'm good with these hands. You get me? Lethal weapons.
Okay.
All right.
Lethal
Nice
weapons, baby.
Well, we've got a schedule this week. So, do you have any comments on Spotify? No?
Nope.
Lovely. Let's get into our answers.
Train.
Finish first.
Which one?
Are you coming?
No.
Well,
I'm not. I told you I'm not in my. I can't train with anybody right now. Sorry. Headline. Sorry.
All right, trigger warning. This first one. So a man of 46 and a woman of 23 were arrested on suspicion of prevention of a lawful and decent burial, fraud by a false representation, and fraud by abuse of position. Humberside Police said that it had received a report on Wednesday of concern for care of the deceased. Police said that the deceased had now been transported from one of the Legacy Funeral Directors' branches to a Hull mortuary. Assistant Chief Constable Tom McClellan said that as part of our investigation, as of today, we can confirm 34 deceased people have now been respectfully transported from Legacy Funeral Directors based in Hessel Road to the mortuary in Hull for formal identification procedures to take place. A dedicated phone line remains open and has received more than 350 calls from members of the public since Friday. Next headline, and this one I guess you guys may have heard about, and this is about Prince of Wales, man. She came out. I believe she wished everyone a happy Mother's Day and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fake Kate.
Well, 4 international photo agencies have retracted a picture of the Prince of Wales and her children over concerns that it was manipulated. The image taken by Prince William for Mother's Day was the first of Catherine to be released by Kensington Palace since her surgery in January. But Getty Images, AFP, Reuters and Associated Press have pulled a photo, noting an inconsistency in alignment of Prince Charlotte's left hand. Kensington Palace declined to comment. The photo shows the princess sitting down, not too sure if Brent can get up, surrounded by Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and Prince George, the latter wrapping his arms around her. It was the first official photo of the Princess of Wales since her abdominal surgery 2 months ago. Since then, she stayed out of the public eye. The image was posted on the Prince and Princess of Wales social media accounts with a message from Catherine, which said, "Thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months. Wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day."
Instagram people to say allegedly.
So if this is fake, what do you think's happened to her? You think she's just still at home resting?
I don't know, I don't know. Especially after that guy, I don't want to say anything mad, but especially after that guy, William's cousin that died. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know. Because apparently William's been cheating too. That he's got a whole situation. So I don't know. I don't think it's good though. Because there's some girl that works in PR and like a couple of other colleagues and whatnot, and they were saying how like something like this, like for certain publications to be the one to pull it, is because they would have asked for the original photo before it was doctored, and they never received it. That's why they were like, okay, well, it's not real then.
Okay.
The child's fingers crossed. Whoever edited as well didn't put a ring on her finger. That's the biggest thing. Didn't put no ring on her finger. There's on her jacket as well. There's a zip that's out of place. Shouldn't be where a zip is. It's just weird. It's all a child's hand is blurry. The skirt is blurry. It's just weird. It's just weird. And why would you need to do that? You could have just posted an old picture of her and the kids. Why did you need to lie that it was something, it was new, as if they just took it the other day? Furthermore, anyway, it's been cold and rainy up in here. So, where do you guys see the sun? And the lovely green leaves that's giving spring. They need to just come out and just say what it is that's happened. I don't think the monarch is going to be around that long. They just keep messing up. The Queen died and here we are. It's just a bunch of nonsense ever since. See, right there, where the mouse is, all blurry and whatnot.
Boy.
It's, yeah. I don't know what happened to Kate, man, but free Kate, man.
Some people have allegedly said that he's killed her.
And that's why I said what happened to the cousin the other day, because the cousin's death is still, it's a mystery to he who is not going by palace updates. You were with the guy, one of the last people to see the guy, all of a sudden now the guy's dead and you got bruises on your neck. Sir, what happened at the club? I don't know, man. I think it's weird, but I don't know if that guy's going to end up seeing, what's it called? And also as well, because remember once I think a guy that's close to the royal family, I think it might be Kate's cousin or something, is in the Big Brother house. And Ekin asked him, like, where's Kate? And he was just like, well, until they say something, I'm not going to address it. They have to be the ones to talk first. Noreen says, people that don't know me shouldn't call me Esther. Oh, Esther, please, you should see the shambles that is my group chat with conspiracies, girl.
What are some of the conspiracies that are flying around?
Well, we know she didn't get a BBL.
Noreen, let us know, please.
How do we know that, though? She ain't stood up
She
yet.
didn't get a BBL.
No, the fact that it is you can't even take a picture of her face, though.
I think, yeah. Okay, this is my conspiracies, right? And I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying this is alleged. I think she either had a miscarriage. I think she might have had a miscarriage, and dealing with that is difficult for her. So she was pregnant and blah, blah. And obviously, people are going to notice. They might notice the weight, whatever. I can't remember how she looked back in the day.
Pregnant?
No, I'm saying this. I feel like this is my conspiracies. There's no word on whether she's pregnant. But I feel like the whole surgery and all that kind of stuff, the abdominal surgery and all that stuff, it speaks to that. And also, if she's lost a baby, she needs to grieve. So I feel like she's been kind of like in grief mode, kind of thing, and maybe she's in that dealing with like depression or something. But I feel like she's lost something. That's what I think. Also, either that, or I feel like maybe the relationship is abusive, and she can't come out and show her face for signs of the abuse.
I heard
Possibly.
that they are getting like somebody to have facial reconstructive surgery to look like her,
Yeah.
to now parade and take pictures.
But remember the person that put in the car, and they said that was her. That was an actress. That wasn't her.
Yeah.
But then
that's
again,
not
if
what
that
I'm
was
talking
her,
about.
huh?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Like an actual surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, all that money they've got the money to do it.
Why
but
would they
then,
do that?
sorry,
Why would they do that?
because they don't want to
Because
tell us where
something
she
happened
is
to
or
her, yeah.
what's if she's still here.
She's gone.
You think so? I actually want to know what was in Noreen's group chat. Please share that, Noreen, if you don't mind. But I don't think it doesn't seem normal, and I just like, what's the big deal? They didn't have to put a picture, a recent picture. They didn't have to do that. All they have to do is like, oh, she's still resting. She hasn't been able to do a photo shoot with her family and whatever else. But you doctored the picture to the point where you even forgot the most important part, her ring. Come on. Something came right.
And such a butchered picture as well. Like, get a professional to do it.
I remember there was the whole thing when all the AI pictures were coming out and all the fingers are always crossed. One of the kids' fingers is crossed. What's his fingers crossed for?
Yeah, I don't think this is AI. AI doesn't do mistakes like this.
You think so?
No, yeah, I know so. This was a Photoshop job.
Wait, where are you saying? What makes this obvious to you that this is fake?
So you're not seeing it?
No, tell
Wait,
me.
hold up. Can you zoom in on this?
Mhm.
All right. Can you see that there?
Mm,
The red.
That red.
What is that?
mm,
And
okay.
if you can kind of see, it's been stamped from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, close to somewhere.
What about this though? That and that. Isn't that maybe just the camera, a bit of shadowing from the arm, from the hand, that's making this purple bit look a bit redder?
Say it ready.
Sorry, are you saying that it is just a repeat of that.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because of this here. You can see it's. If you Photoshop, you would know that this is a Photoshop.
Okay.
Because you don't Photoshop, you would know. You know you're questioning that bit. But that's definitely Photoshopped.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Obviously, now that they've pulled it.
Exactly, because imagine big publications pulling it. They should be the ones that've got your back to be like, okay, we'll back whatever nonsense you're saying. But they've done that because it's unethical and it puts their publications at risk. Apparently, that's why they would call something back like that, because it puts their integrity at risk. So what is going on that's so bad that publications don't want to lie for you? I need to see a live speech. You know when Boris Johnson used to sit on that little podium with his hair looking like he just woke up, got out of bed? I need to see that version. Get Kate to number 10. I don't know, something is not right, man. Something is just not right.
But at this rate, though, if she comes out, though, and you see her now.
If it's her.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Because
this
Brent's
is what's
thing
going
is
to happen.
right as well.
Everyone will question if that's really her.
They will
Yeah, but-
start looking at height difference.
Yeah, her weight.
They
Her
did that to the Nigerian president. We had a clone. Well, you guys don't want to believe it or
He
not.
didn't even look like him to me.
He didn't look like him. But the guy that allegedly was the president, because apparently our president, who was it? What's his name again? Buhari. Went somewhere for medical situations, right? When he returned to the country, we had like a whole light. They took the light. There was no electricity. There was just a blackout. Then when the light came back on, he had transported in this blackout from the plane to the car. The new guy was shorter. The president had like a birthmark on his ear. That guy ain't have it. Also, I think the old president was like left-handed. This guy was right-handed. It was just a bunch of things that was like BFFR. People then found posts as well of his kids, of like an old post where his kids talked about missing their dad and whatnot. So it was just like, so it happens. It happens. But with this one, this is not going to be a dynamic. I need an answer here. You're not about to let me hope for the best.
But I feel like they won't be able to please anybody.
They can.
Because
If they just tell us the truth.
Was she a darling though? I thought.
She was a bitch,
you're-
man.
Yeah, you
We don't
didn't
like
like
her.
her.
No, people don't like her. I still don't. But again,
don't
I
want
still
her
want to know what
dead.
happened to her. So again,
and you don't want her dead.
of course not. I don't want anybody dead. Death is serious. But I still want to know that she's okay. Actually, I don't care if she's okay. I want to know the tea. I want to know what happened. That's what I want to know. Something ain't right, man. And they're really just trying to...
And when they put it up, they credited the photo to the prince, as though he took the photo.
Can you imagine?
Such rudimentary efforts, man.
Yeah.
Right. Well, our last headline, some unfortunate... Well, anyway, let me just get to it. Palestinians prepare for Ramadan in a somber mood with heightened security measures by Israeli police and spectre of war and hunger in Gaza overshadowing the normally festive Muslim holy month as talks to secure a ceasefire stalled. So thousands of people have been deployed around the narrow streets of the old city in Jerusalem, where tens of thousands of worshippers are expected every day at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound, one of the holiest sites in Islam. The area, considered the most sacred place by Jews who know it as the Temple Mount, has been a long-standing flashpoint for trouble and was one of the starting points of the last war in 2021 between Israel and Hamas. In contrast to previous years, the usual decorations around the old city have not been put up, and there was a similar somber tone in towns across the occupied West Bank, where around 400 Palestinians have been killed. Police said that they were working to ensure a peaceful Ramadan and had taken extra measures to crack down on what they described as provocative and distorted information on social media networks, and had arrested 20 people suspected of incitement to terrorism. That's it for the headlines.
Are you fasting?
Yeah, we have to, man.
Are you?
Yeah,
So you have to.
yeah.
Why'd you have to? Or did Nation fast?
Yeah.
How is it?
I've been meaning to tell you, yeah. So obviously, had a lot of spare time in my hands, and I've watched.
No, I didn't have spare time.
Girl, I watched Wu-Tang. Have you watched the Wu-Tang series?
No, I've not seen it, you know.
Oh, it's really good.
How many seasons are that?
I binged all 3 in the space of a few days.
What is it about the...
It's about the Wu-Tang
It's a
Clan.
life
but-
story. The
Oh,
Wu-Tang,
serious?
Wu-Tang
Yeah,
story.
but
proper good
it's
still.
like a drama. So it's got
Okay.
Dave East, what's his name? Joe Badass. Like they represent obviously them back in the day. So it's a drama. So it's about like how they formed the group and whatnot. And obviously I'm not a Wu-Tang fan yet, but the series is cold. Like
Serious?
it's so
I
sick.
need to watch it.
But when I was watching it, obviously there's a lot about the Nation of Islam in it. Like just about. Do you know it made me laugh because it's like, what's today's mathematics? You know, like
That's
all
right.
that stuff. And I just kept seeing it, and like I was like, I actually understand why this is a thing and was a thing in America, especially with everything that was happening and how it became so influential. But it's only by watching that it kind of clicked for me, if you get what I mean. But I've been meaning to tell you.
So sorry.
beautiful, man.
So the 5%ers are also Nation of Islam members.
No. But it's an offshoot.
So they're also Muslim.
So they wouldn't call themselves Muslims in the traditional sense, or even in the sense of like Nation of Islam. It's not the same. But their teachings, their lessons came from the Nation of Islam.
Sorry, are you a 5%er?
No, I'm not 5% now. Why? What happened?
No, you sound like you weren't sure. What is 5%? What do they believe in?
They believe basically the lessons, which is the lessons that Elijah Muhammad brought forth, you know what I'm saying, via the Nation of Islam. But there was an offshoot in the early 60s by Clarence 13X. So he used to be part of the nation. And he took those lessons and basically grew on those particular lessons.
So the
Supreme
mathematics
mathematics, supreme alphabet, wisdom lessons, all of those things came from the Nation of Islam. They're still in the Nation of Islam, but they took it as their main, the main structure and skeleton of the 5%. The 5% is the nation of gods and earths.
Okay, so you can still do the whole, when somebody asks you what's the mathematics, you just, without being a 5%er, you can just be a Nation of Islam.
Yeah, but
it's in that.
Yeah, but the nation. Yeah, but I guess the nation wouldn't necessarily go up to somebody and be like, "What's today's mathematics?" You know what I'm saying? That's more so some of the stuff that came with the 5%. Because the 5, even though it's an offshoot, it is its own distinct culture. You know what I'm saying? And so some of the terminology, like, "What's today's mathematics?" But the answer is rooted in the lessons that came from the nation.
So do they have like a god they serve?
Who, the nation? Who, the 5%?
Yes.
No, the black man is God, man.
Oh, okay.
That's the very first lesson. Who is the original man?
Okay, so the Wu-Tang people, they're all
5%. I think some of them have changed.
Black
I
man
think
worshippers.
they don't worship the black man. It's not like that. But I think Ghostface is a Muslim now. I think maybe somebody else has changed as well. I'm not too sure.
Oh, serious? It wasn't enough.
I think
He's like the wildest one though for
Ghostface.
me. Like his character was I just thought about like I think his storyline was my fave, and RZA's as well, obviously. But it's and obviously I don't even like Dave East because I love Method Man, but the fact that Dave East played Method Man, I just thought, wow, made me fall in love with Method Man even more.
Dave East did a good job.
But it's such a good series, man. Like
Was it on?
I watched it on Disney Plus.
Okay.
I need to watch it.
But it's and again, when I first started it, I was like, I don't want to watch this. I'm not a Wu-Tang fan, but after the first episode, I thought, what?
Yep.
It's really, really good. Like really, really good.
You can see the influence as well. I'm assuming of the 5% and the nation in hip hop, innit?
Yeah, and
Throughout.
even understanding like where they got their sound from and like how they were so obsessed with like karate, martial arts, like the films and the movies and how they, and even the sound, like their music, like everything just made, again, because it's not my era. I just was so fascinated watching it though. Like so fascinated watching it.
RZA is a genius, man. He's a
No, he
genius.
really is. And even the empire that they managed to build. And obviously for me, I never knew, again, Wu-Tang's not my era, right? So I don't really know much of their songs. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really know much. I don't know how big and how global they were. So to see do you know who else I really like?
Yeah.
But it's because he's a lost soul. ODB.
ODB. Oh
my gosh.
His character's good in there.
Because he's such a lost soul. You know, Brent knows I'm like drawn to like like the characters that you shouldn't be drawn to. But like literally his character, the guy who plays him,
Yeah, he's sick.
Sick.
But that was, who is it?
I don't even know his name, but he like
He's a good ODB though. Like,
what?
He makes you feel like he's
like
ODB.
literally, like to the point where again, like I said, I didn't know who was who in it. I'm just watching it blind, right? And then I sussed out straight away that
Yeah.
he has to be playing him because mannerisms, everything about him, just even. But then I was like, nah, him as a person, like to know him as a person would have been very interesting because he's a very like complex individual. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
But anyway, if you
I think I got to have 2 seasons to watch. I think I might only watch the first one.
Maybe, I don't know. I literally binged all of them. And then when I got to the end, I was like, I'm sad.
The end of season 1 is when Rizzo one of them. He's rapping. He does the meaty, like he makes the meaty video.
When he talk about the embryos and the sperm.
Yeah, and all that.
Yeah.
Because he gets signed a little bit. He does a little meaty.
Yeah, he does
thing,
get
innit?
signed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I ain't watched. Yeah, I don't think I watched season 2 yet. I need to go and watch it. I'll binge that.
Is that when they went the more commercial route in the beginning? Was it?
So in the
signed to
beginning,
Tommy
he
Boy?
was signed
Would it have been Tommy Ware?
Tommy Boy, I think it was
I'm not
Tommy
sure,
Boy.
but he
He
got
was signed by
signed
himself.
He got signed
Yeah.
solo, innit?
Yeah, and then it didn't land. Then he created the group.
Yeah.
But then obviously the group, they were all ops. Well, not ops, but half of them were ops. So Ghostface and Raekwon
Raekwon, yeah.
were like serious ops, like extreme.
Because one of them shot up the criminal, innit?
Yeah. And you know, Thingy's little brothers. Didn't you find even that interesting?
The one in the wheelchair and all that?
Yeah.
Is
Ghostface's two little brothers.
Yeah.
Even their characters, I just thought, this is honestly, let me
I need to
just
watch it,
watch
man.
it. It's it's really good.
Big up the nation, man. The influence is
All right, calm down.
everywhere. What do
That's not from the nation.
you mean?
That was hip hop.
If not for the nation, there would be no Wu-Tang, as you said. There would be no 5%.
I mean,
Wait.
I didn't
when did it
say
become
they-
5%ers?
I didn't.
Who?
When did the Wu-Tang become 5%ers?
So basically, a lot of the no.
Oh, serious?
I mean, I wouldn't. So what I saw was in the beginning there was, let's just say, I don't remember his name, Thingy's cousin. So you know, yes.
Yeah.
So he was definitely one.
5%, yeah.
Yeah. And then wasn't it just kind of only him? And then like Raekwon, and then RZA not dabbled, but because he wanted to give his name, he wanted to call himself.
RZA, yeah.
No, before that, what was his first name? Rakim.
yeah.
Rakim.
Yeah.
People were like, you can't. That's a name that's from this culture. And even though like, how did you get this name? He's like, oh, I heard the 5% brothers talking about it, and I thought this sounds powerful. But they were like, you don't even understand what this thing means. So from that, he then learned, and then then they all became like slowly
And
but
ODB,
surely.
right? ODB as well, right?
I don't think he was in the beginning.
Okay.
I mean,
but
I don't even
they
think he
were all,
became.
They were all 5% before they started Wu-Tang, though, right? As in before the first album of
I
Wu-Tang.
don't think so.
No?
No.
I just clocked.
What happened?
You said you're fasting.
Yeah,
So you're observing the month of Ramadan.
I indeed.
You know? Wait,
No,
this.
Brent.
I just clocked.
Brent,
I
man.
just clocked.
What did you clock?
When I asked you, are you Muslim? You
Why
said
we
no.
make this, let's not make this about my personal religious dispositions.
You know people are invested, right?
In
The listeners are invested, and
Yeah,
this is
they'll
great.
speak to me
This
about
is great.
stuff, innit?
It just speaks
bad
to
way
your
to speak to you then,
open-mindedness.
Of
It just
course.
speaks to your open-mindedness. So I'm celebrating you right now.
when it comes to black people unifying and me understanding what black people love and how black people live, I'm definitely open-minded. I am for black people, genuinely. So 100%, man. So once again, man, big up the nation.
All right, time to get into the what you say.
Let's do it. All right, people. So today's topic of the day is going to be a pretty short one, I think, right? But I just wanted to.
That's to be.
Yeah, I just saw it. I need to start doing topic of the days, man.
No, that's fine. You can do it. That is fantastic. Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, this is because Von brought up, I think, a good discussion point when we were talking about Hakim Adi. And before we were talking about how he got what's the word? Basically, he got made
got
redundant.
cancelled, yeah.
Yeah, he got made redundant, and they cancelled his course. Remember before we were chatting about it? Yeah. And basically, obviously, this brought up the topic of universities and how they should be running it. Because a lot of us were saying, you know, wait a minute, they have the right to do this. If people are not enrolling, if they're losing money, this, that, and the third, isn't it okay for that to be the case, right? For them to kind of stop it. So I wanted to ask that question. Do you feel like universities should be run like a business? Do you understand if all universities should be run that way? Or do you feel like some universities, the business element of it should actually be thrown out the window.
I feel like uni's already a business.
Hmm?
It's already a business.
Of course it is. We have to
It's a
pay
business.
tuition fees.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Uni
don't
ain't
pay.
free.
You're paying for
Yeah.
a service that, and furthermore, the service is even inadequate. It's very business. It's very business-like.
But I mean, one could say that it's subsidized to some degree, so it's not operating fully like a business. They're still probably operating a lot of loss in certain areas. If you compare it to let's just say some of the universities in America and stuff, when they're charging students $40,000-$50,000, that's a big difference to what we're paying over here.
Yeah, but then Oreos cost different over there than it does here. Like every country would charge according to what they need. I don't think that's the metric for them not being a full-fledged business because the prices are different.
No, but it would be because you're subsidizing certain things. So the government's is paying certain things to maybe make sure certain courses are taught, make sure certain things are present in universities and not completely owned and controlled by private organizations and stuff.
Yeah, but then it's still a business though. It just means that the government is involved
Yeah.
in this business.
But that means they have a say. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the government.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they do, but the question is it a business? It still is. Whether the government have a say or not, it's still being run like a business. It's not being run like a completely private business,
That's what I mean.
but it's still a business.
Because, I mean, then you can kind of say that about anything. You know what I'm
NHS
saying?
is a business.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not private owned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's basically the discussion.
So it
you
should
feel
be-
like it should be completely
Oh.
private. You know what I'm saying? Not in the sense of private, so excluding people, but it's individuals are basically running this, and their agenda is their agenda. You know what I'm saying? Or do you feel like, wait a minute, people? There are certain responsibilities that every university basically should sort of make sure is upheld.
No, I think it should be run how it's currently being run. I don't think it should be completely private.
Okay.
I think how it's being run now is good.
So in a situation where, for example, like Hakim Adi, who lost his job,
Yeah.
you feel like that makes sense? That's okay?
Yeah, because when we had that conversation, for me, I looked at it from a business standpoint, and his business wasn't making money for the university. It was also a bigger business, and so he was let go. Like if I have a store, like Tesco's and whatnot, and I decided to stock your products. If your products aren't moving off the shelf and it's taking up space in this place, but you're not making me any money, at some point I'm going to stop stocking your products. And in the same way, that's it. So his product was allowed in the business, or his services were allowed in the business. It's not yielding profits. It's got to go.
But then what about, for example, look at us as black people who are only like 3.5% of the population. That means it will be extremely difficult for us to ever get a university to teach a particular course about things that we care about, that we prioritize. Because there'll never really be enough of us, you know what I mean, to ever warrant that course making money. Unless all of us went to one university.
I feel like it depends how it's being taught. I feel like something like that will be more successful in America because the whole foundation of America, like in terms of blackness and race and stuff, there's just more conversations that are being had there than there is over here. I feel like it's a good market to have, but it's not. If you're trying to bring black studies into mainstream Britain, that's not a good business move to make. Because again, like you said, we're 3%, but also as well in this country, we don't talk about race openly and stuff like that for that to be a thing. I feel like there's other ways that he could have that can be a success. So I don't think the university route is the best route for it, but there's other ways for that to be a success. There's weekend schools he could do. Even when we talked about it, he could just have introduced a module. It doesn't have to be an entire degree and whatnot. There's other ways for that to be successful. I don't think that. Yeah, there's other ways for it to be successful than it being a whole course at uni. Like in America, they've got that HBCUs. Like there's foundations of black cultures and black and race conversations and all that kind of stuff. We don't have that over here. So expecting that to run in the same way is very unrealistic.
So how would we ever get black teachers who are fully like, they know their stuff if you only can teach a module about black history, for example?
Yeah, but where did you learn a lot of your stuff about blackness and stuff?
That's, I guess, personal, study and stuff like that.
Yeah, but like a lot of the people that you read their books, they've researched whatever. Are they from here or are they from America? Or even other countries?
Yeah, other countries, America and stuff like that.
This is
yeah.
it. So we'll learn that way. We can learn that way. I don't think that not having homegrown historians, of course, you can have homegrown historians who would have learned from other places as well. But to be fair, that's with every thingy anyway. Every discipline. With sociology, I didn't just learn about what's it called, British sociologists. You pull research from Germans, you pull research from Russians, you pull research from Americans everywhere. Do you get what I mean? So I think it's possible to have that via module, and I think stuff like that as well. Sometimes you got to introduce things rather than expecting like a whole black school. Sometimes you got to take a step by step, and having a module, you're able to. I feel like sometimes you have to play the game, and I feel like having a module is a better way to play the game than having introduced a course that didn't go well, and then now you're fired. Sometimes you just got to be a bit smarter on how you just kind of play it smarter.
Okay. What about you guys? What do you think? Do you feel like university should be run exclusively like a business?
If you had a university, if it was like a what they called HBC, black owned, whatever, how would you want it run?
We couldn't even have one of those over here.
Why?
Do you think we could?
I think we could.
We couldn't.
You don't think so?
I don't think there's enough of us.
It's about like.
You don't think what?
You'd have
I don't
one.
think there's enough. Huh?
You'd have just one.
Even with the
You don't
one.
think there's enough black people to have a black uni in England?
What are they? A black uni? Is it a black uni that only teaches black stuff? A black uni that only teaches black stuff, or is it?
No,
It'll be like a normal uni.
Let me
innit?
ask you a question. You know the
depends
ones in
what-
America?
Yeah.
What is the purpose of them? Like, what are the benefits of going there as opposed to going to Oxford or
Is it
Cambridge?
Black spaces, maybe?
Yeah, I guess so. And then I guess the whole do for self, and I guess that history of not being able to go to other universities. So you kind of just made your own. You can kind of tailor, I guess, the teaching and the perspectives to black people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like we're telling our own stories. We're able to hear certain things and learn from certain things from our own perspectives, rather than through white people and through their lenses. You know what I'm saying? And getting brainwashed
And
in
then?
a sense.
And
you
then
go
once
out
you
there.
leave uni, then what? No, I'm just asking because with the ones in America, is there not even like schemes and stuff for afterwards, like for you to get to certain jobs or certain firms? And I'm asking.
No, there is,
I'm
because I
not too
remember
sure,
like
to be
I know Stacey's talked about like even when they have the sororities and stuff like there's so much more than you just going to a HBCU. There's a community, there's a network that you build where like if you got a job if you got a job interview, you can get job interviews from the fact that
You went
this
to this
person,
uni.
yeah, do you get what I mean? There's
But all
it's
colleges
so
do
much
that,
more,
though.
it's richer. Huh?
I think all the unis do that.
In this country
Their
over
alumni
there.
in America.
Oh yeah.
Like if you go into like any sorority you join, it doesn't have to be the HSBCUs. If you like,
Do you say HS?
HSBC.
I can't. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, I suppose it would like you were saying, it would just be like just doing for yourself and just having a safe space to go and learn. And with all like segregation and all that kind of stuff that was going on in America, there would be loads of people who would even feel like the education system just ain't even for them, innit? If they're not welcome there, like it's not for them. So there would be a need to have your own. You get me? But I don't know why you think it wouldn't work over here though.
I feel like in America, yeah, for those units to be established, like partly why the units would have been established is because the white people didn't really want the black people in their spaces anyway.
Yeah.
So they were happy to grin like that and be like, hey, you want to do your own thing? Go forth, blah, blah. There's going to be like, you're going to need confirmation and approval from the powers that be. You can't just start your own university, blah, 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 because of qualifications, all that
Are you
kind of
saying
stuff.
that a black space like that wouldn't be welcome over here, basically?
This is why I'm going with it, because over here, they can't even admit
That they're racist.
that there's racism. When when people were doing protests for Black Lives Matter in this country, there was news. I was watching it on Sky and all these places saying, actually let me not say Sky, I was watching on all these news publications saying they don't understand why black Brits are out there on the street. This is an American problem.
Yeah.
This is so over here, you're not getting the green light to have your own black university.
And remember over here, they're very
No.
passive, right? So it's like
Exactly.
green light and something like that is is admission of guilt. Do you see what I mean? I don't think that's even a conversation that people are willing to even have. And then the uproar, I feel like there would be so much uproar that it wouldn't even go ahead. And even like Esther said, like even using Black Lives Matter as an example of how left that made certain people feel. Do you see what I mean? They could never. That's why I don't think it'd work over here. And even like, so that's why I was asking about like the extra stuff, not just the university of being in a safe black space, because that's great. But I feel like there also needs to be a lot more. And again, I don't feel like over here they're willing to have those conversations of, okay, cool, you're going to have access. They're even going to allow us access to those extra things. Do you know what I mean? Or do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't think they'll even allow it to happen over here.
Because I feel like, sorry, I was going to say, like, even like with America and them having that, I feel like part of that was like a form of restitution of like, okay, yeah, slavery happened, this happened, this is how we are, like, it's like, well, this is how we're going to help to make right. Do you get what I mean? But here, where there's no admission of anything, it's not right.
But remember, the HBCUs didn't just come about by white people allowing it. This is black people coming together and doing for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So over here, imagine now we put our money together and bought an old rundown university that is no longer in use, fixed it up. Can people tell us necessarily, okay, yeah, we don't want this to exist? We can run our own school as long as it meets the requirements and of whatever legislation's out there.
And this is it. Who are you going to get the stamp of approval for legislations and all these requirements?
No, but it's by law, right?
But the law can block things. The law, what's her name? What's her name? Shamama Begum got her citizenship. No, because that's a very serious thing. People don't deep it. The fact that tomorrow you can be stateless. Your citizenship of where you grew up, where you've known, something that you never ever thought could be taken from you, can be taken from you. So, yes, you can all black people can come together and be like, we're going to do this and da. But something with education, where there's a whole education system where like subjects have to be, there's a whole thing with the curriculum. There's a whole thing about it being approved. There's a whole thing about the qualifications that you get from this thing being accepted in this place and in that place and whatever. You can do at university what you like, but the qualifications and the degrees that are coming out of there are going to be accepted in the wider world. Those are the moments and those are the times where you're going to need approval from people beyond us. And so that's the kind of things that can hinder from it going ahead.
So then, guys, like, what's the point in trying anything then? Like, if for example we feel like, okay, you know what, if we try our own university, it'll get blocked. If we try and go into their university, start our own course, it will get blocked. We'll get made redundant. What's the point in doing anything?
No, the thing is, I feel like we can go into their uni and create a course, and I do feel like those things can be done. Like, look at the ACSs. Like, they were created in most universities to create a safe space for black students. Do you get what I mean? So, and I appreciated that in my uni because I went to uni in Manchester, and I went to University of Manchester. So again, the black community wasn't that big. And the ACS was both Uni of Manchester and Manchester Metropolitan, like both joined together, and it was good. Like that's where I met most.
What did you do in your ACS? What was it like?
They had loads of different things, but I'm not gonna lie, I was very antisocial in uni though. But
got a retweet.
No, it's so interesting, you know. I'm so just like you see who I am now compared to child. So there was like different things, like obviously they did like parties and stuff. We had debates, movie nights, talent shows, fashion shows, helping people like with CVs and stuff, or if you were like in final year trying to get a job, you had mentors. Do you know, funny enough, do you know who my mentor was like in Patricia Bright?
No way.
Yeah. Like I met her via the ACS and then like she was like a big sis. So like, do you know what I mean? So yeah.
I feel, because even with ACS, like, it's recognized by the student union and they have other societies and stuff. But I don't think it's a thing of like not trying. Again, it's about being smart. With the guy who, like, with his thing, he pitched something to them and they said, yeah, this is a good idea, I have it. But then, like, every course has to be reviewed and it wasn't making money. They were losing money. So again, business-wise, it didn't make sense. So I don't think it's a thing of there's no reason to try anymore and like, what's the point? I don't think it's that. Again, it's about being strategic. It's not you. It's running a what's it called? It's running I don't know, maybe Saturday schools and introducing modules and all different types of learning and whatnot, where you can show that there's interest. So when you go and pitch it to a university and say, do you know what, you want to bring a course on, this is how much interest we've had over the years, this is da-da-da-da-da, this is da-da-da, this is how it's impacted other things. Do you know what I mean? It's showing stuff like that. You can't go to invest in a business and then they ask you, have you got any experience in business? No. Have you ever tried anything else before? No. Have you no, but you should just trust me. It doesn't work like that. So again, I don't think it's a case where like, there's no point in trying. Of course, there always will be, because again, these things, it can happen. However, you have to be strategic about how you want to make it happen. Unfortunately, just relying on the 3% population of black people and thinking that that's what's going to help you start a black university is not realistic. It doesn't make sense, because all those people aren't going to come here for different reasons. Even with universities, even the top universities, kids who will decline Oxford to go to Cambridge, there's kids who will decline Oxford and Cambridge to go to a Russell Group uni because that Russell Group uni is better for their course. So it's not going to be enough to just be like, oh, a black university, less support because you guys are black. Is it going to make sense for people and what courses that? Do you get what I mean? I just like there's so many other ways to do. I don't think there's any point. There's no point in us not doing anything, because we can see that with so many things. Do you get what I mean? Like there's so many things that black people do today that at one point it would have looked unrealistic. But however, it's about being strategic and it's about being smart and it's about laying things out properly to do it well. It's not a thing to just do. You have to know how to do things well.
So I guess I hear what you're saying, but I guess this brings it all the way back around then to should universities really be run like a business? Because if, for example, minorities won't get the opportunity, or they have to, like you said, play it strategically and spread it out over the course of 200 years, right, before we can get our agenda put in classrooms, then if it's not run like a business, maybe we can get those things put in, like in front of the people to get people to learn certain things, because you're not thinking about the profit. It's not a commodity. This is something that we can gain from, the people can gain from, without us having to look at bloody P&Ls. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I feel like to an extent, though, things will be easy. It'll be easier to pitch things today than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. So that's an advantage in itself. I feel like if someone wanted to have a black course, I'm sure with that guy, if he goes around and tries to pick, I'm sure he can find another university to do what he wants to do in. He probably could. Do you get me? So I think we're in easier times to be able to do that because of the conversations that's being had around race. Whether white people want to admit it or not, there's conversations that's consistently being had about racism and all that kind of stuff, and Islamophobia. Like all the conversations are being had. So whether they want to admit it or not, where people are letting you know that it's there. That wasn't the case years ago. People were very quiet about these things and just suffering in silence and stuff. So I feel like even that in itself puts people at an advantage when it comes to pitching these things. But still, like everything, you can't just assume that it's going to work out when you have to show your workings. And showing your workings, sometimes it's in little things. I'm sure like even Dr. Umar, who wants to start the school, I'm sure he's been doing like training courses and all that kind of stuff for years. He didn't just wake up and, yes, he had a dream of starting a school one day, but he didn't, on week 1 of his journey, start a school. You have to work, you have to show your workings, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, I think it really helps in the long run, to be honest, showing your workings, but yeah.
All right. Brent, Marks, do you feel like we could have a black university? I mean, it sounded like you were saying that we could have a black university. As in it's possible. Or you don't think so?
What's the process anyway? Can you Dr. Umar it and just start at a school if you want to?
I think so. But I don't know. There's probably a bunch of regulations that you have to go through and stuff in it. And people have to, I guess, even rate your university before they even start applying and things of that nature. But let's just say you kind of went through all the hurdles that they want for you, right? Do you feel like there's enough there to make this at least majority black?
All you need is the funds, isn't it? It's like what Dr. Umar's doing. All you need is the funds in the building. If you got it there, people will fill it, don't you think?
Oh, shit. And if that was the case, do you feel like that black university should be run like a business?
Yeah, it needs to be run like however university is running it. I'm guessing they run like that for a reason. So they're sustainable in that. You get what I'm trying to say? That's what I asked you before. You didn't answer. If you had, but I don't know, if you had the university and it was black-owned university, would you run it any different to how normal universities are run now?
I think so, because I think I would put our agenda in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? I think I will definitely, use some of the principles of a free market. So if people don't want it and there's no demand, then definitely not. Why are we putting it there? But I feel like there may be certain things that we will definitely benefit from, whether we know it or not. And I think that would be down to, I guess, myself, the teachers, the experts, whoever can inform us. You know what I'm saying, about the curriculum, the modules, to basically decide. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it will be a bit of both.
I suppose it would be nice to see. Uni's not really my field of expertise. You know what I'm trying to say? Because obviously I didn't go, and my uni days are behind me now anyway. I mean, I suppose it's never too late to go and learn something.
It's not, man.
I can say not necessarily.
Huh?
Not necessarily. I don't think your uni days are behind you.
You reckon?
No, not at all.
You're right. Still, I don't think my uni days are behind me.
Yeah, degree.
It's never too late to learn.
You would have getting degrees when they're 70.
Yep.
Always get a degree. I want to get another degree.
I suppose I'd probably like to see one. I think it'd be cool to see one. Had this country ever had a black school?
Like school itself?
Just any type of education establishment?
I'm not too sure, to be fair. I feel like there probably is or was. I'm not too sure. Brent, what about you? Do you feel like firstly...
It's so dramatic.
Do you feel like firstly we could have like a black university? And secondly, if we could, how would you want it run?
The benefits of a black university would be what in your mind, other than a strong sense of community?
I mean, we can put our agendas in the forefront. So the things that we kind of lose from going to other universities.
What would that be?
It could be just knowing about self, knowing about our history, knowing about our sitting down and having people with great minds deliberate on the type of future that we want.
Let's go through it one by one, right? So knowing about self, right? So the focus on our culture and our historic accomplishments.
Yeah.
That would benefit us. How?
I mean, if you don't know your yesterday, how do you know your tomorrow, man?
No, I hear you poetically responding to me, but how would you sell it?
Open the door, close the door.
What do you mean, how would I sell it?
How would you sell it to people? What would be the benefits of knowing yourself?
I think my answer would be the same as what's the benefit of knowing history? That's literally the only way I can answer.
Don't pretend like you're answering me, like I should know the answer, right? You're trying to sell this as a package.
Yeah.
Not only for black students to come and enroll, but also for the wider society to find some enrichment in it, right? So how would you sell the part of knowing black history?
I think maybe
because a lot of it would be in contrast to what is currently being peddled.
Yeah. I guess maybe I would say it may be one of the best vehicles to facilitate like better relationship amongst people as societies, to make it more cohesive. Because then you understand where people have come from. You understand why people have the mindsets they have, the type of lives they live, all them sort of things. You know what I'm saying?
Because are you talking about for the students that arrive there because they're going to be all black?
Everybody though. Everybody.
Would white people be allowed to join?
Yeah, we can do that way. As long as it's majority, I guess. You have maybe 80% black, for example, you know what I mean? So you have white people there, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so that's the teaching history. What else would you gain from that?
Okay, so that's the more
because I'm looking
historical.
at a list of things here that the HBCUs offer.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that would be the history part of it. I guess let's go into
there's improved
science.
academic outcomes.
100%.
All right.
100%. Okay.
Increased access to leadership opportunities. Now, how does that play out in this country? How can that lead to increased?
I think you can have what's the word? Not fast track, but you would have at least routes kind of tunnel towards particular businesses, organizations, initiatives where it's like quite cool. We are looking. You know how I'm pretty sure there's like certain corporations which have those for Oxford. You know that when you leave Oxford or you leave Warwick or you leave Cambridge or you leave certain universities, there's certain places that are going to want you.
No, but that's because they're run by white people.
No, but it's because they facilitated that relationship and you know the type of quality that's coming out of
currently,
there.
right now, what the end game, the end result, which organizations would be cool looking to shortcut or create a quick pathway for the black graduates?
I can't necessarily say what now, but let's just say, for example, TMB is erected today, right? next year you can say, oh, you know what? You people who specialize in the media side of things, you did this, you did that particular thing, you want to get into journalism, bam. As long as your grades is so and so, you've already got the mindset, the experience to speak about this. Come to TNB, we'll look at you.
All right, so
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
TNB.
No,
right?
but because
And
I don't
that's
know
just
about other
focused on
companies.
media, right, and different
No,
aspects.
just one example, yeah.
But
that-
I know it's one example,
yeah.
but I want you to give me another. Because what we need to do is to now establish
Yeah.
other fields of expertise and corporate whatever in order for that leadership fast track to
Yeah.
be viable.
Yeah, but you have to remember, obviously, I'm thinking on the spot now. So I don't
No, I know
necessarily
you're thinking on the
know.
spot, but I want you to think on the spot because you've asked us on the spot.
Yeah,
right?
no, 100%. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't necessarily know about other businesses that are necessarily black owned, black run,
I
that would
know.
want that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know. So what we will have to create them. For
No,
example,
they
in
may
America, you
exist,
have black
but
law
I
firms,
can't
right?
just roll it off. Huh?
You have black law firms in America.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
assuming- yeah, of course.
No, you do. You do.
Yeah,
you do.
exactly. But black medical, black
Precisely.
clinics,
So-
black hospitals, yeah.
So having an HBCU,
black banks.
precisely. So you can offer them these particular students or graduates fast track access. Once is it you're qualified to now fill these particular positions.
Yeah.
So to start in this particular university, yes, it will be a long time for that fast track benefit
Yeah.
to be a thing. So maybe not yet.
Okay.
That part of it, not yet.
But then I guess even if it's not exactly that, it could be something that's also like, okay, guys, as part of something from this university, I don't know, I'm literally just making this up. Some of your fees.
I've helped you. No, because I'm thinking ahead. That's all right. And I don't want to waste time having him like just freestyle because he's saying it's hard to freestyle. So, as you said before, we can do joint ventures with established corporations because you know they always try to tick that diversity to the annex. Once we convince them, hey, you'll also be doing your CSR responsibility thing and you will get qualified people. You don't have to basically go into the wild, wild west, the ocean, and then look just to do the affirmative action stuff.
Yeah.
We will give you the qualified people, right? And, you okay?
Go on.
And there are a certain amount of positions to be held in these particular legacy corporations.
Yeah.
And in my head, they would be cool with it as well, just as long as it is that you promise that they don't come and be hostile. I think they'll be open to that because they're currently doing that in affirmative action, right?
Yeah, in other things, yeah.
So that could be a fast track until it is that we have our own law firms and our own medical facilities.
I was also going to say though that there could be a way for you to maybe fund the beginnings of these particular businesses. So let's just say, I don't know, there's a bunch of lawyers who did exceptionally well. They want to come together. The university, if you create this particular initiative, could help the funding of this particular law firm. You know what I'm saying? And then you give back a certain amount of interest or whatever to help the business of the university grow on, as well as your thing is now, formed. But there's bare different things. Let's go into science and medicine. By having your own university, you can now, I guess, focus on certain things that wide society doesn't care about, because only 3% of us. But so look at the other day, we were praising a black man for creating a book where he was saying, look, this is how certain conditions present amongst black people on black skin and things of that nature, because for hundreds of years, people don't necessarily care, especially in this country or in the West, about how these things look, look on or present in black people. So those particular things where the science, you know what I'm saying, like the effort that goes into I don't know, coming up with a cure for sickle cell, for example, we can be the masters because it affects us disproportionately. So we would prioritize that. We ain't gonna go to bloody Oxford and get that. But you can do it here.
Another thing is affordability. We can drop the cost, right?
We could do if we want to. Yeah, good.
Stop.
Yeah, what happened?
Stop. You know, there was a time when our best friend Jeremy Corbyn was saying that university education would be free. You're not a fan of that, are you?
It's not about me not being a fan of it. It's me saying, where's the money coming from?
We can find money from someplace.
No, I'm talking about Corbyn now. Not black people. I'm talking about Corbyn, what Corbyn said. You brought up Corbyn, so I'm interested in what Corbyn's saying. Where's the money coming from?
In the West Indies, it's free university, right?
Yeah, but the West Indies don't have the economy of the UK.
To be honest, I don't know if it's still free. It was free for years and years and years and years.
Like
and
it was
years and
here.
years. So when you say where we get the money from,
Yeah.
why are you suggesting that we can't undo the things that
You're talking about the UK government. You're talking about this black
UK government
university.
and
Okay,
this,
cool.
and especially this university that we're doing. Because in my head, we would have needed money from somewhere anyway, right?
Okay.
And we would have needed to have some sort of initiative or program where there is money coming in 24/7. That can't just be uni fees, surely.
What do you mean? I said all the money
To
coming
run
into
the university, it can't just be
Yeah,
uni fees.
people obviously donate and do
So
certain
it's
things,
just
innit?
based on donations? It can't be that.
I mean, there probably other things, but I've not run a university before, innit?
No, but we're freestyling right now.
Yeah.
Where do you think we can get this money from?
People make donations, 100%.
How about if
Philanthropy and that.
we look to get all the black footballers together, the black
Yeah, go
billionaires and
philanthropy,
whatnot, 4% of them man there,
Yeah.
and then tell them, hey, put your money where your mouth
I think
is.
people will do it.
And there should be ways that we can look to generate money to have a constant feed of revenue coming in,
100%.
using whatever resources that we have
100%.
there, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So we can subsidize uni costs. Uni
I'm not
fees.
saying that you can't, but I'm saying, okay, cool. But we have to understand where it's going to come from. That's what I'm saying.
It can come from somewhere, man.
And then if it can, then we should definitely do it. Definitely. Especially for those brilliant black people who come from certain deprived backgrounds, who can't afford to get themselves into bloody paying £10,000 a year on university.
If there was a black tax that we told every single black that they need to subscribe to, the same way we pay for the NHS and we pay for everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we say every single month it's a stipend, not a stipend, like a little charge of, I don't know, £50.
Okay.
£50 a month. And this goes into the TNB Uni Fund.
Mm-hmm.
And all the blacks and all the adjacent blacks and all the ones who are pretending to be black, that could fund it.
Yeah, I think so.
That can fund it, right?
Yeah, potentially.
And do you think anybody would have a problem doing that, even if their children don't go to university?
I think some people would, but some people would have a problem with it. But
And I think we
don't
can
care
get
about those
some
people,
whites
innit?
also. We can get people like Marx to serenade some of the older, affluent white women. And they'll pour some donations in.
I
Get
think
the little
people will.
willy, keep them topping up. That could work, right?
I mean, yeah, but I think
There's something
people,
there. There's something there.
I think so. You can get creative with the fundraising. No?
Yeah, 100%. I think
man.
so, definitely. I think we can definitely subsidize if the money is there. 100%.
All right, so when we start in this university, man, because this is just talking, I guess hate is talking.
I mean, well, we have to have these conversations with people that want the university. You have to say if the black people want it, because at the end of the day, they're the people that thingy. But I believe it's definitely something that can be done.
If they can get the same, and in fact, not same, better education, because that's going to be the main point for a lot of black people.
Yeah.
Better education. Don't give me the same. Why am I going and getting the same shebang just for the sake of it's black? If I can get better, and I could also learn about myself, and it's subsidized, it's not like, how much is it now, Esther? What, 11K a year? What is it?
9 or something.
9?
No, definitely.
It's gone up.
I paid 9,250
So it
And that was
definitely
in
has gone up.
2015.
Per year.
per year, girl.
Yeah, so like
And that was in 2014.
yeah, I didn't have that. Mine was still
Probably like 10 grand
mine's
something now.
free.
3.
I remember my brother didn't have to pay. My oldest brother.
That's lit.
Yeah, I remember it was free.
Yeah,
at some
he
stage.
got it for free.
So I'm thinking we shouldn't just jump to unis. We should start by having a primary school and then a secondary school. So it's you're kind of used to
Yeah,
that
100%.
particular level of education, focused education and whatnot. And still, 100%, we still have an allocation of whites to come in. So it's not
What,
seen
primary school and that?
all of it. If
I mean,
if you
we
would
could
let
talk,
if you
innit?
let the whites into university, why wouldn't you let the whites into the primary school?
Okay.
No, I'm asking you a question. Why did you pause? Why don't you want them in the primary schools?
It's not that I don't want to do with the private schools. I said okay in it. No reason.
Is it a negative for them to be in the primary schools?
It's not a negative for anybody to be anywhere. I'm just saying what I would, kind of prioritize. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, if
see,
they,
also.
this is more than likely, right? There are chances that those whites will come up with a firmer grasp of the basics than the whites in the white schools or the regular schools. In primary school, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because them, especially if it is you're getting the educators from the West Indies or Africa, they're going to be proper.
Yeah.
And then the racist whites who want to send their sons and daughters to that school to get the best education, to make sure that they're not falling behind the blacks. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Before we wrap up though, yeah, let me ask you this quick question. Do you feel like if you was to do this first primary school or start with primary school, it should be private though? So not like a... So let's just say you have two ideas. You can go to the government and say, look, this is the primary school we got, we want it to be 80% black. Or...
As in ask them for money and you would be...
Yeah, like it will be like a normal state primary school.
Yes.
But one of the requirements would be, because of the needs, you know, you write it down in your manifesto, that is 80% of this needs to be black. Yeah?
Yeah.
Versus you also have another idea where it's like, cool, we're going to make this primary school, but we want it to be private.
Yeah.
Which one would you go for?
What are the benefits?
I guess the private one, I think you have a bit more leeway. You don't necessarily need them to, like, they don't necessarily need
What
to
would
be
they
doing
impose on
SATs.
us with the government approach?
I think strict
LGBTQ
adherence
agenda?
to... Maybe, they might do. Yeah.
Then I'll go for that one.
What, the private?
No.
Oh, you want to be... All right, that's one. Inclusive, Brent. I like
I
it.
need my children ready. I don't want them
world.
surprised. Yeah.
This is true.
I don't want them surprised. Because the private, you may not have that particular education. Man, you might have a different type of information put into them. And I don't want that. Because then, yeah, it's going backwards, man.
All right. I hear you. All right, I think we can wrap it up there.
All right, let's go to our next headlines.
Protecting my assets.
You're not getting that money. You're not getting the funding for your
But you know, during the transition,
get it.
can we be heard?
That's your
Nope.
business.
Not in the transitions.
No, I'm talking about in the Discord.
No, it's the
Okay.
Discord isn't on until it's press the unmute
Okay.
button.
Okay, cool,
Oh,
cool,
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
So you're safe.
For now. For now.
All right, so our next headline, big trigger warning on this one, people. Big trigger warning. So the Ugandan MP, Sarah Achieng Opendi, who called for homosexuals to be castrated during a parliamentary debate on the world's harshest anti-LGBTQ plus laws, has been denied a visa to attend the UN meeting in New York next week. Opendi expressed shock after the US Embassy in Kampala rejected her application to travel to the 68th session of the Commission on the Status of Women pending administrative review. In December, the US imposed visa restrictions on hundreds of Ugandan lawmakers and their families as well over their involvement in the legislation signed into law by the President, Yoweri Museveni, which imposes the death penalty or life imprisonment for certain same-sex acts. So human rights lawyer Nicholas Opio said, the denial of a visa is a strong statement against those spreading hatred. I hope it sends a firm message that such individuals have no place in civilized societies. The US State Department spokesman said they cannot discuss individual visa cases. Next headline, and Matron Rose Amankwa, who represented Ghana at the Olympics and Commonwealth Games, will retire at the end of this month after 49 years as an NHS nurse. Brent, can we get some horns, please? So the theatre matron started working for the NHS in 1975, just 3 years after she ran in the 100 meters relay for Ghana at the Munich 1972 Olympics. Mrs. Amankwa, known affectionately as Matron Rose, while at work, has spent her whole nursing career at Central Middlesex Hospital in London. Mrs. Amankwa competed in a number of major competitions, including the Africa Games, the Commonwealth Games, and the Olympics. And last year, she was given the NHS Silver Medal Award by England's chief nurse, Dame Ruth May. Big up Mrs. Amankwa for her contribution. And our last headline, trigger warning on this one, sad news, man. God damn it. Gunmen invaded the Gidan Bakuso village in Sokoto State at about 1 a.m. on Saturday and seized children from their hostel before security forces could arrive, and also abducted one woman from the village. So apparently 15 children were kidnapped. This is just 2 days after nearly 300 students were taken hostage. A spokesperson said that a police tactical squad was deployed to search for the students, but added that inaccessible roads in the area have hindered the rescue mission. The school owner Mr. Liman Abubakar Bakuso was speaking to Reuters and said that the gunmen sporadically fired shots while in the village and that students ran for cover in panic. It's the third mass abduction in the West African nation in less than a week, after at least 287 school pupils were taken by gunmen attacking the school. Nigeria's president, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has since sent troops to rescue the more than 250 children kidnapped. And that's it for headlines. Time to pay the bills.
All right, let's get into some word on road. All right, people, let's catch up quickly on what happened over the weekend. The Oscars is here again. I thought, because this is a daily show, yeah, sometimes I'm like, didn't we just have our Oscars the other day? Because how was it the Oscars again? But anyway, it is.
What
It was
the
the
other
Grammys
awards?
the other day.
It was the Grammys.
Was it
It was
Grammys?
the Grammys the other day.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Was it something else though?
There was the Essence Awards one last week, but in terms of these big ones,
Didn't Oppenheimer win a bunch of awards the other day for something?
that was Oscars, wasn't it? Or was it Emmys? It's Emmys films as well.
I don't know.
Because Barbie has not been out a year.
I think it might have, you know.
Them weren't our old films. They're all last year's films you're talking about.
No, but Ken was out here performing at the Oscars yesterday. As in Ken from Barbie. Ryan Gosling, or whatever his name is. I don't know. Anyway, but there's another Oscars and whatnot. But the big T at the moment is Vanessa Hudgens. Do you guys know who Vanessa Hudgens is?
No, man.
The High School Musical one.
Yeah, she's so gorgeous. Such a pretty babe. But yeah,
Is
she's
that the other
pregnant.
one?
Huh?
The light skin girl.
No.
She's white, isn't she? With
White.
like brown hair. She's a brunette.
The main girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabrielle. Is her name Gabrielle? I think it was Gabrielle. That's a
One
nice
second.
name,
What's this?
actually.
High School Musical?
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about.
With Zac Efron.
I thought you meant Glee.
No.
Oh, that's Draya Michelle.
Okay.
She was a little.
She's ambiguous.
Who, Vanessa? Yeah, I don't think she's
is
like
she
white.
white?
I think she's like something. She's got.
She ain't look white.
She's got mixing it.
Hello?
But we meant like she
Sorry.
wasn't. Because he meant like mixed race. We meant.
Who
she's
is he
not
talking about in Glee? That's
I
mixed
don't know.
race? Who's mixed race in Glee?
The light skin girl in Glee.
Naya Rivera. She
Who?
died.
The one
Oh,
who-
she's dead, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
when I was Big Sean.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's Naya Rivera. She passed away.
She's mixed. She's light skin, right?
No, she's like
No.
Dominican or Mexican or something.
Is she?
Latino. I think she's Latino.
She's Latino.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
don't know. Well, yeah. Yeah, but yeah, she revealed that she's pregnant. Big up her. She got married last year. So amazing.
What is this? A
news.
Latina woman as well.
She might be, I'm not sure where she's from.
I'll find out.
Thank you very much. But yeah, man, big up her, man. She's married to a baseball player. Ugh, that's kind of athlete's wife you want to be. Them sports that don't get too much light like that.
They get light, boy.
They get light, but like everyone talks about LeBron and stuff. I don't know one baseball player, but in the realm, he's popping, and
Yeah,
that'd
but
be great.
In America, that baseball we use popping probably bigger than
Do you think
LeBron.
so?
Baseball's
Actually, yeah, to be
baseball's a big sport over there.
Baseball is a big sport. You're right.
It's just the white people, isn't it?
So father is of English ancestry and her mother a native of Manila, Philippines. Is
Okay.
of Spanish, Chinese, Filipino ancestry.
Okay. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, big up her, man. She is pregnant. Someone else is pregnant that people are not happy about, and rightfully we're being cooked because I'm sorry, yeah. Sometimes I'm just so shy for people, and I don't like when people put me in a position where I have to be shy for them. So Draya Michelle, your honus can be deleted, Draya, from Basketball Wives Draya, who's 39 years old, right, with 2 kids, is pregnant by a basketball player who's 22 years old. Her man is the same age as the firstborn. And she thought because she's announced on International Women's Day, she wasn't going to get cooked. Oh, honey. Two things can be true.
She's actually special.
She's slow. You have to be slow. Two things can be true.
She's a predator.
No, she is.
No,
but
it is.
I
It
saw
is-
a
it is
think
predatory
piece on
behaviour.
her though, yeah, which was so interesting though. Yeah,
what
and
did
it
you
was
say?
it's from a woman, and she was just like, I don't get why everyone's getting onto Draya because men do it all the time.
Yeah, but we cuss our men for doing it all the time. This is the
Exactly.
problem.
And I
though.
was just like, ma'am,
because you know what
her
it is,
baby
like,
father's the same age as her son. Like, doesn't
do you
that?
know how
You
mad
know
that
that
is?
was it. That's the issue, though, isn't it? Like, if you was
Yeah.
gonna let the man them slide, then there wouldn't be no conversation. I don't think people are actually really pointing at what she's doing. I think they're pointing at the hypocrisy
That's it. I
and
think,
the reaction to what she's doing, the pass that all the women are giving her, if that makes sense.
No,
Like,
women aren't
women-
giving her
no, but
pass.
most women aren't giving her a pass.
Majority
They're
of the women have been cooking her
Yeah.
and saying this is predatory behaviour. And so women like that said what you said, I don't understand it because for me that argument doesn't make sense because she's not being given a pass. She's being called out for being a sicko. So when you're saying that, that would run if it was a case where when men do it, people let them do it.
But even so, she is being called out. But I feel like if that was a man, a career would be done. Like,
No, but Draya hasn't got a career. But Draya's been dropped. Draya, people stopped checking for Draya after she made fun of. Well, she didn't make fun. She made light of Megan being shot. Rihanna dropped her from Savage Fenty. So Draya hasn't got a career for anyone to say she needs to be dropped from. The career she's got at the moment is her personal business. Do you get me? So it's
She's got a swimwear line.
She's got a mint swimwear line. So she's not on TV. She's not on radio. She's not doing anything publicly for people to be like, fire her. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So she's as cancelled can be based off what it is that she does that people know of her. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because if she was on a show, I reckon she was on a show, people would call for her to be off the show and stuff like that. But she hasn't worked on a show in years. She just has her business. She's an influencer. And even with that, Rihanna dropped her so quick after she made fun of Thingy. But anyway, so she posted on International Women's Day, she said, as women, as women, we navigate through so much, often leading us to question, what is my purpose? Girl, speak for yourself. For me, the magic lies in motherhood and the awe-inspiring ability to bring life into this world over the span of 2 decades. It's my superpower, and if anything can surpass the wonder of being a woman, it's the privilege of bringing another woman into existence. So she's having a daughter. We're overjoyed to share our love for you, little girl. I am excited to speak words to the daughter I never thought I'd have. We are anxious about your arrival, but take your time. This work can be tough. But know you are being brought into a space of love, security, and adornment. 28 weeks, 7 months, coming May 2024. Girl, mama, and she, yeah. But so the thing is, so obviously, like Gina said, that's one of the angles people are talking about. Another thing was people saying, yeah, but what if you wanted to have the child? And that's fair, but I feel like with age gap conversations, my stance on it is always going to be consistent. And I feel like the older person has a duty of care. I don't think a 22-year-old needs to be dating a 39-year-old. Apparently, there was a time where he said he had a crush on her. So for him, it's like I guess some kind of infatuation with her and whatnot. I don't know. I think it's absolutely sickening. And then she had the absolute cheek and audacity to post in a story talking about being misunderstood. No.
I think people
Dumbass.
are onto her because she went and got him after he got his money, innit?
Yeah, so another thing as well.
He went and just got a big contract.
Yeah, so his ex-girlfriend.
Big bread.
But apparently they've been going out for like over a year now, though.
Who, him and Draya?
Yeah. So when did he get his contract?
It's been a little while. He would have been in the last year, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so they've been going out for over a year apparently. But another thing that people think is weird is because she got her swimwear line, right? And she gets like models and whatnot. His ex-girlfriend was a model for her swimwear line. And people are like, that's weird because you were moving like you were like her big, like you had big sis, little sis relationship with her, only for you to be pregnant by her man. I'm sorry, it's sickening. But anyway, she posted something on her story, and the tweet from the person said, "Get comfortable being misunderstood. Only a fraction of people will be able to truly grasp your essence." I hate people. You are not so slow. You are not on anyone else's timeline of comprehension. Also, it's none of your business how others choose to perceive you. Most High sees you clearly. Let that be enough. She posted that. But you know another thing, because people are talking about like how, because I've cast Leonardo DiCaprio many a times because I think what he does is weird. But the people were like, yeah, but who was it? I think is it Cher? Her man as well. There's the age gap, but but he's old enough to make that decision. This is a young boy. He's 22 years old.
How old is Cher's man? He's
like 40 something, and she's like 70
she's like 70 something, isn't it?
Yeah. But he's old enough to decide that this is still a kid, because she wouldn't want her son dating someone.
But that's what I don't understand. That's why I find it strange, because she has a son who is exactly the same age. That's why for
That's
me,
so embarrassing, man.
It's mental health.
It's sick. I think it's sick.
It's not. It can't. I don't get how you.
Pedophilia.
We're going to hell, bruv.
She's a predator. That's it. That's the opening. That's the. Sorry, Brent, I missed the comments. You mind putting them up again?
When money's involved, it's hard to speak to someone's intentions, isn't it? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, if I'm my age now and I want to tell the world that I fell in love with a 20-year-old girl, obviously that's my cross to bear, and I'm gonna have to try and convince you that the love's genuine. You know what I'm trying to say? No, but I'm saying if that 20-year-old girl caveat comes with, she just signed for £200 million. And I'm sitting here talking about,
I love her.
yeah, I love her.
love her.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's even brazier.
It's very cheeky. Vibesy says, I fully don't care about age gaps across the board, but I care the conditions of the age gap. This man just started making his first bread and is a year younger than her own son, I've heard. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I care about age gap, period. I think that, because again, your brain scientifically, your brain does not develop isn't done developing for the most part until you get to a certain, I think that's 25 or something like that. So when you're younger, I just don't think, and I just don't know what, as a 49-year-old person, you are speaking to a 22-year-old about. That is your child.
None but the rent, baby.
Especially when you've got a kid the same age. So you telling your child to pick up his dirty boxes and you're telling your man to do the same. I'm sorry, I just think it's disgusting. I'm not here for it at all. And there's been a couple of celebrities that are like, oh, when women do... No, Megan, actually. Megan used to be on Basketball Wives as well. And she posted and said, you're really ripped Brittany Renner to shreds for her 7 or 8 year age gap. She ain't the true villain here because 17 years is wild. Having fun with a younger guy is cool because you're both grown. Even that, I don't think that's cool. I still think that's predatory. Is that the word? Yeah. Having a baby by one that's the same age as your son speaks a lot about your character as a person. I feel like messing with a younger guy and having a baby by, I don't know, same thing, is same energy for me as far as I'm concerned. And I just think it's very weird and very icky, and I'm very shy for her.
I think it's the money issue, because obviously with just the demographics that she's in, and his ex-girl being a thing, she's clearly earmarked him for greatness. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, so I think that's the
issue. That's the issue though, because think about it. If it's, say you're...
As a young boy, if I'm 22 and Draya comes to me, I'm cooking, I'm blazing her socks.
But I don't think that's the problem though.
It's the game. No, obviously from a woman's point of view, for you to look at it, but I'm not going to sit here and just start pretending like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I get that whole side of things. I've been a young boy, older women, like, I'm fine with all of that. That's totally fine. It's more about, it's not a case of her taking an advantage of him or anything like that. It's more a case of you're like I'm saying, like, you're preying him, you're watching him. Like, if he wasn't as good as basketball,
you wouldn't talk to him.
You wouldn't, you get what I'm trying to say? So...
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think for me, the money thing is not even what it is there. Because, yeah, I get that does add to it, because obviously in America and whatnot, he's got a kid now, 18 years, he's making money, whatever. But I just still feel like it's a very sick thing, because 22, you can be a uni student. And if I find like as a uni student, you're going out with your lecturer, that's wild to me. A lecturer that's like 17 years older to me. And lecturer don't necessarily got money like that. I mean, the way they charge, I mean, there was a strike to be fair, I don't think they got money like that. But just that dynamic is very weird to me. So even without the money thing...
22, older woman that looks like Draya. That's the...
Like, and I feel like the issue is like older women, yeah, just because you look young, because Draya looks banging. She's got the best BBL in life. Draya is gorgeous. But I feel like just because you feel like you look young doesn't mean you are. It's very Agbaya behavior. Very disgusting. So very, very disgusting.
Is she looking after him financially, or is she sucking his money?
What do you mean looking after him financially?
I think he's...
In what way?
He's got more money than her.
Normally, when it's the man who's older and the girl who's younger.
Oh yeah, that's what she's profiting from, isn't it?
Yeah, that particular age gap is the man like throwing money at her, and the young girl has decided, ooh, lovely, sprinkle. In this case, is she looking after him financially, or is she sucking his money?
Do you know what it is with Draya?
Do you know how much money
I don't know who Draya is. I'm asking.
She's not looking after him financially.
So she's not looking sucking his money.
Yes, she's sucking his money.
That's different level of predatory behavior.
But the thing though, but the thing is though, she's not broke either. Draya's not broke, but she hasn't her money next to his money. His money is very different because he's got athlete's money, but she's not broke. She's always been about her money. Always been about like she's always been business minded and stuff like that. But again, he's an athlete. That money is a different level of money. And also because that's his child, he's going to be paying child support. Like, it's not going to be $7.50. It's going to be money.
She's set for life, boy.
Is she the type of woman who never wants to age?
But she doesn't age though, because she's gorgeous. Have you seen, do you know what she looks like?
No.
Can you put her in? She's gorgeous.
But is she the type to always chase these particular medical enhancements so that she doesn't...
No. I would say she just takes care of herself.
Okay.
She works out, all that kind of stuff. She had a little surgery back in the day, but she's been able to maintain her surgery and whatnot.
So the men her age will want her?
Anybody will want Draya.
Okay.
She's dated Chris Brown. She's dated Bow Wow. Like, she's dated even her second born. is the son of a football star. They were engaged. He was on a show, Basketball Wives, with her and stuff like that. But then they broke up years after. They were together for years. Like, she can get to man. She can get a man. I just don't understand that dynamic. Because I feel like it's because I feel like he would have been very infatuated because he had a crush on her. And he's expressed that he's had a... Sorry, go on.
What's between her ears?
Where? She's slow. For you...
So she's...
No. I'm saying she's proven that she's slow because she's 49 with a child pregnant by a 22-year-old.
She's 49.
You can't... Yeah.
She won't be 50.
Though, yeah, she's going to be 50.
49 or 39?
49. The
No
17
chance.
years.
She can't be 49.
Okay, it must be 39 then.
All right. Because I didn't do my research.
No, Draya is not 49.
Okay.
Draya Michelle is 49.
All right.
These are what, 22?
Can I be honest?
22.
I'm just more
You gotta let
impressed.
him land, man.
Nah,
say that she's
she's
39.
39.
She's 39.
Yeah.
My bad, yo.
I was gonna
You
say.
know what? It doesn't matter.
Do
She
you know
might
what
as well
it
be
was for
49.
me?
I'm with you.
No.
Wait a minute.
No. Do you
It
know?
doesn't matter.
No, hear me
No,
out.
she might as
10
well
years
be.
and check it.
So why is everyone saying that?
No, 39 and 20
But that's still
whatever.
bad, though.
It's still
That's too
mad.
bad, that's too bad.
No, but Esther, it was more raw. What, menopause and you're about to give... That's where I was going. Actually, she's 49 and she's pushing out... It was more on
No chance.
look at God kind of vibe, like
No.
She's
I was
clean
thinking
though.
about-
immaculate conception.
No, but you know what's
That's
mad?
what my
No,
mind
She's
but
is
you
too
know what's
clean.
the first thing I
I'm
thought,
just
though?
mad that he let her get him.
But you
He
know
should
when
have
I
just hit.
Googled it, yeah.
You know what I'm
first
saying?
thing
He should have
I
just
thought
chopped. I can't believe he let her get him. Like that's what's fucked up about it. It's like, but
Nah, I'm
it's
not feeling
17
it.
years.
Not
You've
was,
only
feeling
said
it.
she's
you know,
39.
when I thought that,
I'm
how
not
was she
feeling
turning
it,
50? How
sorry.
old is Jackie Christie then?
Yeah, she's not 50. Come on.
Oh, she's
Why-
gorgeous, man.
why did you pick? Why? Because it's a
Body's
bad picture.
banging.
Why did you pick a good picture? That's
No, that's the first one that came up. But I had
No, it's not the
feeling
first one I came up because you were on another page with like 50 other pictures.
It's a bad image.
But that's a bad picture there.
of
Everyone,
her face.
yeah, but that's got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, anyone can get caught in a bad picture.
On a bad day.
Right? So how come the
I can't
good?
find another one. All right then. Okay.
screaming.
So
Everyone correcting. I didn't see the chat, sorry, guys.
she's a ditzy human being.
I think she's slow. I don't know. I feel like being 39 and being with a 22-year-old, I don't know. That's very slow,
And the
man. That's
mental
very slow
maturity
behaviour.
is that of a 22-year-old.
Whose?
This one.
Hers. Do you know what I think it is? So
We're not the
basically,
same age.
this is my theory, right, with women,
That's
right?
Fred, isn't it? Punk. She's older than me, actually.
I thought you were saying Fred has a mental maturity of 22.
He does with a comment like that. Who's on the 90s baby chat?
Who's that? Come forward. What was he asked me a second ago?
She
yeah.
did see it. Like,
So here's my
she has a
theory,
mental
right?
maturity of 22.
I don't think so because she's very mature and she had a kid. She had a kid when she was young and whatever. Here's my theory. Sometimes when women date guys that are much younger than them, is because the younger guys they're infatuated by you, and it's like love bombing, and so that's what gets them.
So it keeps them feeling young.
I suppose. It just makes them feel like really like good and appreciated. But of
And not
course it would
expired.
because
And not expired or like
yeah,
secondhand
like not
or
older.
whatnot.
Yeah, but the thing is, of course he will feel like that because he's crushing on you as well. So like, it's not genuine. It's infatuation. So you're infatuated by the fact that he's obsessed with you, and he's infatuated by you because he can't believe that he's got an OG baddie. Like he can't believe he's with the guy. He's with the girl, sorry, that Chris Brown was with, that these other people were with. So he's excited as well. So of course there's gonna be infatuation. But my thing is, when with such an age gap, because I feel like from 25-year-old, then I start to look at age gaps a bit differently because of your maturity again. But 22-year-old, especially when you got a son that's the same age, her firstborn is the same age as the guy. Make it make sense.
Yeah. Add another 10 years onto her life, right?
Yeah.
Let's say she's 49 and her son is now the same age, whatever. Is it acceptable to date that age?
So if what? If
Her son is now 22.
yeah.
If it's 32 and she's 49, it's acceptable.
If she was 32 or he was
If
32.
she was 49 and he was 32.
Yeah.
Because it's the same son's age.
Yeah, but I wouldn't look at it as I'm looking at it now.
Because it's past the 20.
Because he's he's older than 22-year-old. I feel like even with him earning and stuff, his parents have to keep if they're good parents, they will have to watch his finances just to make sure he doesn't get derailed. And now he's got a whole kid. I mean, I heard that he performed really well in his basketball play on Saturday.
So she's
Apparently
having a
there was no
positive
time people said
effect
you
on
could
his
tell.
life, on his career.
Huh?
So she's having a positive effect on his career.
Well, people are saying that that's how you know the guy. no, he's got a baby on the way. 'Cause he's working hard for his check now, boy. I don't know, man. I'm not here for stuff like that. I just don't think that there's any excuse. But
This is money, man. You can't be scouting the talent, like exceptional youth. Like if that was a genuine love story, then it is what it is, because they're gonna have enough fights and troubles from society as it is with that age group there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so if that was a genuine love story, then it's like, I don't know, man, more power to them. I don't really get involved in that kind of business. I think it is yucky that you're out here scouting talented youth. I just think that's mad. Let the little 22-year-old and his hundreds of millions relax and let them chill, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? And
also, as well, though, people need to practice safe sex. Because as a, what's it called? Because that's the thing as well with athletes, right? As an athlete, this is why I don't understand the whole, she trapped me with a baby. Because you weren't doing your due diligence. If you're out here barebacking, you can't be acting shocked someone's pregnant.
Yeah, but
What did you think was going to happen?
If you're going to hit Dre, you're going to
Well, there you go. And here's the consequences. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and here's the stupid prize.
What do you mean? I don't understand what you just said. I would like to understand what you just said. What did you say?
Nothing.
No,
Something
we heard you
about-
say it with your chest.
Don't be laughing.
Don't laugh. I heard you.
Those are just jokes, man. Just playing.
But you gotta be smart. I feel like he's got accountability to take as well. But because she's the older one, the floggings, she definitely deserves the floggings. I don't know why she did that. She should have taken a book out of Hallie's page and not revealed pregnancy until forever. Because ma'am, the floggings, she turned off her comments and all sorts. Rightfully so. Anyway. Your favourite girl? Actually, that's wild. Well, yeah, I feel like you support her. Northwest, she's announced her album.
Oh, yeah,
She's announced the debut of her album. She's working on an album. Kanye had a show, and North was on the stage with Kanye, and she announced that she's working on an album, and it's called Elementary School Dropout.
Serious?
Yes.
Oh man.
So why you saying that?
Man said, oh, man.
I thought I was inside, you know.
What are you thinking out loud? Why did you say that?
Nah, I mean, I support her, man.
Obviously, her dad's gonna produce it and whatever. I was like, you're a Kanye fan. All the knowledge you made about Kanye on flipping the first 6 weeks of this show, you never live that down.
Big up Kanye West.
10th anniversary, I'm going to bring up your past transgressions. You bet your bottom dollar about that.
You know what? Yeah, quick question though. Yeah, 'cause I asked Ramsey this the other day. Are we all forgetting
Make up Ramsey.
how great Kanye West is?
We're not forgetting. We just said he was a fool.
We just don't care.
No.
Do you know what? Can I be honest?
Two things can be true.
You know what it is with Kanye West, yeah? Yes, musically, talent, right?
Yeah.
He's amazing, yeah. But you know when, like, let's say you have like someone who's peng, they're beautiful, but then whenever they open their mouth, you just think, oh, do you see what I mean? It reduces how their attractiveness.
I guess so.
I feel like Kanye's the same. Every time he opens his mouth or everything else that he's doing is overshadowing his talent. So you forget about that and all you're focusing on is a negative because now it's becoming too frequent. It's not like, oh, it's the minority. It's becoming the majority.
Yeah.
But he is talented. Do you see what I mean? He's definitely talented and I don't think anyone discredits his talent. But just him as a person.
I hear you.
Can you explain the question that you asked, please?
Yeah, no, it's just how we forgetting how great Kanye West is or was. You know what I mean? Like,
What's the consideration? Why are you saying that? Are we forgetting? What are you saying?
Only because I feel like every now and again, I guess it's kind of like Michael Jackson. Isn't it? Like as time just goes by, you're not necessarily thinking about their catalog, but then when you take the time to go back through the catalog, you realize, wait a minute, this person was incredible. You know what I'm saying? Is that also the case with Kanye West? Have we forgotten how good College Dropout was, how good the Blueprint was?
Why are you saying that?
What's the relevance of that?
Are you saying that we're talking too negatively against his actions?
No.
Wait, have you forgotten how dope he is?
No.
So you shouldn't be talking negatively about what he's doing.
No, not necessarily.
So why mention it?
It's only because we spoke about Northwest, innit? And I remember that I asked Ramsey the same thing. So I'm asking you guys.
Oh, so you're saying she's bound to do something wavy because her father is a wavy youth?
No, not at all. There's no correlation.
I need to understand the correlation. So I'm asking you. I'm puzzled as to why you asked the question. I want to know
because I
kind of
asked
context.
Ramsey the question. That's what I'm saying. Because we spoke about, I basically asked, are we forgetting how great Kanye West was? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously, like in everyday language, like, you know, just life.
What did we say for you to basically think that
Oh,
we were
it's such a
forgetting it?
question.
I'm not saying that that you've forgotten. I'm saying society, us as black people, right? Just going through life, maybe because of the industry where it is today, whatever it may be, have we forgotten about his contribution? Because I don't hear people talking about Kanye West's music. Do you see what I'm saying?
Why would they bring up his music when it is that he's saying slavery was a choice and all these other things? Why would they?
There's no thing. It's just me saying, have we forgotten? In a similar way to, it's like me saying, have we forgotten about?
Okay,
MJ's
wait. Why is us remembering? Why is that memory relevant to when he's getting cooked? Rightfully so, like rightfully being cooked.
He's not being cooked right now, though, is he?
No, not right now. But you were saying how when like you think you're asking whether we've forgotten about Kanye's greatness.
Yeah.
But what's that got to do with anything?
That's what I'm trying to say to you. It was only because I asked Ramsey that question. And because you mentioned Northwest, it made me think, oh, Kanye West. That's it. So I'm asking you guys the same question I asked Ramsey.
What were you all talking about when it is you and Ramsey? What were you and Ramsey talking about when it is?
No, it was random. It was me just listening to a track produced by Kanye West.
And you're like, ooh, can you remember how sick he was?
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm asking you guys. Like, have we
Then
forgotten?
just say that.
I don't know any other way of me saying the same thing.
How you said
So
it's crazy, man.
It sounded like what it sounded like.
But he's not being cooked at all right now. Or is he?
No, we know. Yes,
Now we know.
he was great, man. Jeez. Did you listen to his latest album, Manuel?
Nah, I haven't.
Come on.
Come on, what, man?
You haven't even listened to his latest album.
And what are you doing
that
here?
mean?
What are we doing here?
I'm amongst the people forgotten. That's I don't understand what the problem is.
Kai Cenat.
What?
Kai Cenat. That's how you say his name, right? Yeah. He's in Nigeria at the moment. Basically, there's a video, yeah. This is so mean. I don't necessarily agree with this, right? But basically, there's a video, yeah, and they said that he's like, you know, like when you have like the drummers and what, like a little rave outside the house kind of vibe. And they said they were gonna give him a Nigerian name in it. They gave him the name Femi Omawere. This boy is dancing. Dancing like the last name
Did
they
they
gave
say it
him.
out loud though?
They did.
Serious?
But he doesn't understand language,
What
innit?
does that mean?
So first name Femi, that's Femi is a name, but Omawere is child of a bad person.
What?
That's bad.
It's like crazy, basically. But he obviously doesn't understand, so he's just best dancing and celebrating the name they gave him. Anyway, he's streaming in Nigeria and whatnot. I saw something about he was gonna go somewhere, and then Davido called him and said, no, don't go there. It's not a safe place to be. Blah blah. And apparently the guy in the car was crying. Nah, I don't know. But anyways, he also was getting cooked as well, partly because obviously, you know, sometimes when Americans go to Nigeria, go to African countries, they're like, I went to Africa. Where in Africa did you go? Africa's a continent, love, not a country. So he posted a thing, yeah, about him being in Nigeria and doing like a stream in Nigeria or whatever. And he's got him in green, white, green, which is the colour of the Nigerian flag. He's in a bit of traditional wear, which always looks good on everybody.
The zebra.
But then there's a zebra. There is a zebra on the poster. A zebra. Brenke, you able to get a
picture of a zebra?
no,
No,
a
the
picture of
flyer.
Kai Cenat's thing? Should I?
No, I can find it.
Thank you.
This is the first time
Bro.
I officially like Kai Cenat now. He's
He's
officially,
an egg.
he's officially won me over.
You see the one
'Cause
with Chunks video on there?
I haven't watched it, but I've seen a little bit
clips
of
of
it.
it, it's
He's
so funny.
because obviously he's just like I've essentially clocked it. He's just a child.
He's a kid with money.
He's just a kid.
He's
How
just
old
a
is
kid with
he?
money.
Maybe like 22 or something
I'm
like
22.
this.
I thought 22 is the theme today. I'm gonna go 22.
He's just a child, man.
He's actually just a kid. He's a kid with a lot. Like, why is the zebra there? Do you know what's mad as well? Like, the Nigerian mascot is a super eagle. Could have put an eagle there. Anyway, he's exploring Nigeria with a zebra in hand. And that's just wonderful.
Should we give him a chance to explain?
No. That's it, Wonder Road. I'm done. People's journal, please.
Africa safari thing, innit? You just done.
There's no zebra in Africa.
You've seen Madagascar and that.
This is it. He definitely thought he was in
No, so you know the
Madagascar.
maths that he done, innit?
What if he's trying to bring zebras to Nigeria?
Maybe.
You be giving the wrong people grace.
I don't know.
I
That
wish you
about
had
him.
this mindset for other more important matters.
I mean, for black people, I'm gonna try my
Yeah,
best.
so I'm black. I wish you had this for,
So you were,
Black
that's
women.
right. But obviously, he's just
No, sir.
there's teaching moments in it all, innit? I didn't know there weren't zebras in Nigeria until he posted that picture.
So when you thought Nigeria, you thought you were going to say zebra.
I didn't really. I don't think animals.
That's
I just
because you
think,
got sense.
no, but it's because we're in
Why-
Africa.
but why
I
did
just
it-
figure
yeah,
all
this is
all
mad.
the animals are in Africa.
Oh, gosh. Anyway.
You get what I'm saying? I just
He
figured.
would not be seeing a zebra in Nigeria. That's one thing for certain.
What animals would you see in Nigeria apart from eagles?
A war gecko.
No, I was about to say bush rat.
You see a bush rat. You see lizard. You see
Suppose
goats.
you go standing next to two babalawos.
You ain't seen a zebra.
Wait, so Nigeria ain't got the good animals.
They can turn into zebras.
You
First
can
of
use
all-
safaris, but
First of all, sorry.
they're the good animals.
How
man.
can you say Nigeria ain't got the good animals?
Because you,
We
What's
eat
a
well.
good animal?
like, you didn't name, like, you didn't say elephant, lion, like,
Do you know where lions live?
in the plains,
In the where?
the plains.
Plain.
Plains.
The Serengeti.
The Serengeti,
Serengeti.
the plains of Africa.
Is there Serengeti in Nigeria?
If we're not serious today.
Rugo, I don't know the Nigerian
Go
terrain.
and read your book.
What animals are in Ghana?
We got lions and tigers and bears. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's West Africa. It's the same. We got
Any of the good ones?
what's a good animal?
Okay, tell me what you got, and I'll tell you if you got a good one.
Dogs. We got cats. Straight dogs
At
and
least you guys
cats.
got, we haven't got cats.
Do you have cats?
Nah, the witches.
Oh, we've got cats. They're tiny though. We got goats.
The cats.
We
If
got
I say
chickens.
cat, that's a witch.
Lizards. I think I've seen there's crocodiles.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's crocodiles. and stuff.
Yeah, in like a brie, which is like outside of Accra.
I don't know. I don't actually know what animals they are. 'Cause I'm not a safari girl.
Lizards.
There's no need for that.
You have monkeys.
Yeah, we would have monkeys.
Do we have monkeys
for
in
sure.
Ghana?
Yeah.
Do we?
Because it's on the dinner table.
Sorry? Go on.
What?
It's on the dinner table.
Oh yeah, do you eat monkey?
No.
Oh
Ain't China, man.
no.
Wait, you're saying there aren't any tribes in Nigeria that eat monkey?
We don't eat
I was talking
monkey.
about Ghana, or Nigeria.
I said Nigeria.
You said Ghana.
She was talking about Ghana. I know you'll have
Anyway.
monkeys in Nigeria.
Last time I went, I didn't take a directory of all the
Oh
animals
no,
that
we
are
do.
there, so-
Sorry, we do have we have is it
Baboon.
baboons?
Oh, those one with the
We
bum
do.
out.
Yeah,
They're
do you
so
know?
classless.
We do.
Like very classist
It's
animals.
on
Bum
brand.
just
What are
out.
you talking about?
What?
In
Nyash.
Ghana? Everybody had bum.
You're so dumb. Anyways, we're running out of time. Let's get into people's journal, please.
Oh, we do have shame. Sorry.
Definitely have
Lions,
some good.
Oh yeah, you got
giant
the ones.
bells, grey parrot, hippos,
Disrespecting Ghana, man. Of course you got the good ones.
leopards, hyenas,
Look
buffaloes,
at me, like Nigerian
no,
girls.
wild
Yes.
hogs.
Yeah, you have good
I
animals.
wait for you to get your
Yeah,
Google
but-
on. You need to
I'm
be
not
better.
I don't like
You know what?
animals.
Let
I'm
me tell you
consistent.
But the difference is, when you ask me that, yeah, I'm obviously thinking of where I go in it. They're not gonna
Yeah.
be in like the places I go. They don't live in the city. Do you see what I mean?
I don't
So
like
that's why I have
animals as pets or the big ones. I already told you guys my story. I'm dead ass. I saw a guy. Sorry, man. I saw a guy that had a whole funeral for his dog. I forgot to send it to you. That dog had a soul. He had a full on funeral. A full on. They opened the casket. There's a dead dog and it was just there like that.
Tough.
It was a whole thing, giving speeches. His mum was next to him, and it was a whole thing. I said, "Do you know what? That dog, the amount of effort the owner, apparently he's been at his dog for like 17 years. So that's a long time. You know, the dog is a man's best friend, all that kind of crap. And I thought, wow, that's wonderful. That dog definitely must have gone somewhere.
All dogs go to heaven.
None of them. They're the ones that chase me. Sorry. As you were.
All right, so welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. There ain't much to talk about, to be fair. Joe Biden, he's talking about, well, he said he would sign legislation banning TikTok in the United States, man.
Oh, shut up.
He said that's if it gets passed. If it gets passed through the U.S. House Energy and Commerce Committee, legislation passed through already unanimously on Thursday, calling them to effectively be banned, right, in the UK, in the US. And he's basically saying, look, if it was to come up in the House and there would be there was a full vote and all that type of stuff, he would basically sign it off. Basically, long story short.
He's focused on getting better surgeries.
There isn't much to the story. Obviously, we spoke about, well, the last time we spoke about this was, I think, probably last year, innit, when we first heard about them banning like people within the government from using it on their devices and stuff, innit. And this is all because obviously TikTok's owned by a Chinese company, and they believe that they have access to they definitely have access to the data and things of that nature. But they believe that all of those things could be passed on to China, the Chinese government, if they requested it. Obviously, what they call ByteDance, I believe.
Yeah, ByteDance.
ByteDance, yeah, the company that owns TikTok. They're saying, look, we've never done that, and we wouldn't do that even if we were asked. Obviously, the US don't necessarily believe them. Next thing I wanted to mention is about the shadow chancellor, Rachel Reeves, and she basically said, listen, man, remember all the stuff we were talking about with Birmingham and how they're bankrupt and all that type of stuff? He said, listen, we don't have the money to bail them out. Even if we went into power, we're not going to be prioritized bailing them out. This is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? But for those in Birmingham who do not know, I believe I did mention it already, the council has approved plans to hike their council tax by 21% over the next 2 years. This is crazy, as well as the £300 million in cuts that's going to be happening over the same period. So yeah, man, they're really like down bad, man. Yes, £760 million. That's how much they're basically in deficit, and that's how much they would need to pay. Well, Labour would need to pay to kind of balance the books. Next thing I wanted to mention is Elliott Advisors. This is a US investment firm. They were looking to take over Curry's. That's fallen through, man. Apparently they've been rejected multiple times, and long story short is because Curry says that they were undervaluing the company. How much would you guys say Curry's is worth? I know it's hard to gauge, but just a rough estimate. If you were to make your first offer for Curry's today, what would you offer?
800 million.
Okay.
About 750.
Okay. Gina Brent?
I'd offer maybe
A bill.
750.
Okay. Well, the 750 lot, you guys would have been rejected. Because that's how much these guys offered. So it's a good starting point, to be fair. You guys are professionals.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm
ask
saying?
how much
What,
is it worth?
750 mil?
Yeah.
So if I offered $1 billion, they might take it.
Yeah.
There
See,
you go.
you guys would have done well.
So what is it? What are they worth?
Well, they haven't said how much they were, but they are saying that 750 is not enough. Because basically, Elliott Advisors, they offer 700 million, rejected. They increased it to 757, and they rejected it also. So now, basically, another company, China, JD.com, they're saying, look, we're looking at the situation, and maybe we will put in an offer for Curry's as well. Next thing I wanted to mention, the last thing pretty much, don't know much information about this, but it's Premier League related. And basically, Premier League bosses are on the weekend scrambling to finalise a landmark £836 million financial settlement. This is just days before the publication of legislation to establish English football, their first statutory regulator. So according to Sky News, they've learned that 20 top flight clubs, which include obviously Aston Villa, Liverpool, Tottenham, all of them clubs obviously, on Monday will be asked to approve a revision of a new deal with the English Football League, the EFL, that include proposals for an increased levy on player transfers.
What does it mean?
Basically, I'm basically reading it as we go. The revamped blueprint, which comes after several previous versions, was blocked by Premier League clubs, includes provision for an immediate £44 million payment to the lower leagues, followed by a further £44 million within months. This £88 million, however, would effectively be pitched as a loan that will be repayable by the EFL over the period of 6 years. Basically, I think they just want a new deal. So EFL, they currently have it, right?
I ain't got a clue. Is that talking about independent regulators?
I'm not too sure. But I believe... Who was it before the EFL?
What?
That owned... You know how you've got...
Football League?
Yeah. But you know how you've got certain people that sponsor the whole Premier League, innit?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
who had the Football League before? Who's got it now? Sky? No. Yeah, it's Sky Bet.
I'm not...
Isn't it Sky Bet Football League?
I'm not too sure.
I don't know, Mr. Filthy.
I'll get more information and update you people. Basically,
I feel like it's a Sky. I feel like it's a Sky Bet Football League at the minute, but I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't know who had it before that.
I'll read into it more. But basically, what's happening is you're trying to secure a new deal, pretty much. And yeah, once I get more information, I'll update you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
All right, let's get into some motivation Monday.
No.
Nope.
Into our last headlines.
Let's just see who they're sponsored by. Don't you normally see a picture? It's Sky Bet.
Okay. Cool. Sky Bet.
It is Sky Bet, yeah?
Yeah, Sky Bet.
Let's see. There you go.
Thanks, Mr. Filthy.
Motivate yourself.
Motivate me to get over by 10:30.
Okay.
All right,
I
people.
can get behind that.
So trigger warning on these. Yeah, let's do a trigger warning on all of them, guys. The Irish government conceded on Saturday that it had lost two referenda to change what it called sexist language in the constitution in an embarrassing defeat. So Ireland went to the polls on Friday to vote deliberately timed Ireland went to the polls on Friday in votes that were deliberately timed to coincide with International Women's Day to replace two constitutional references. One said that the family unit was founded on marriage, the other that a woman supports the Irish state through her life within the home. So the phrasing there is basically what they want to change. So the Prime Minister, Leo Varadkar, on Saturday afternoon said that it was clear that the referenda had not passed. Varadkar had championed the vote as a chance to change very old-fashioned, very sexist language about women. Ireland has held referendums on a number of social issues in recent years, with voters repeatedly supporting progressive changes to the country's constitution. Next headline, and Pakistan's former president, Asif Ali Zardari, won a second term on Saturday, supported by the ruling coalition in a vote by parliament and regional assemblies. The role of president is largely ceremonial in Pakistan, but Zardari is known as a master of reconciliation and could help the governing coalition partners reach a consensus to steer the broken economy on a stabilization path ahead of seeking a new IMF bailout. As president, Zardari will be the supreme commander of the country's armed forces, which plays an oversized role in making or breaking governments. He got 411 votes, easily defeating the 181 votes that were cast for the nationalist leader, Mahmoud Khan Akazai. And the last headline takes us to Libya, where the leaders of Libya's two rival governments have agreed to form a single unified government, signalling progress in ending a political stalemate that has persisted for more than a decade. So in a joint statement on Sunday, the leaders said that they had agreed on the necessity of forming a new unified government that would supervise long-delayed elections and unify sovereign positions. The talks were held in Cairo in Egypt and were led by the Arab League Secretary General Ahmed Abul Gait. And the negotiation involved the president of the Libyan Presidential Council and the head of the High State Council. Both of them were based in Tripoli, as well as the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the rival Benghazi-based administration. For those who don't know or forgotten, Libya began to fracture, obviously, after the fall of Gaddafi, and this was back in 2011. So the country is split between these two, and they've sat down, man. They've come up with a unified government. So big up the people in Libya, man. We don't need civil unrest, man, and people dying for nothing. So yeah, that's it for the headlines. It's time to pay the bills.
All right, let's get into the reaction. You do your little streaming the other day, Brent?
I was planning to, but whilst the match was going on, or the matches were going on,
Yeah.
I had my studio occupied.
Oh, yeah.
And when they had left, more or less,
It was a quick match, wasn't it?
yeah.
Alrighty.
Welcome to the reaction, people. I'll read out your sports headlines for you. Big games took place this weekend. Well, only one really. And Alexis Mac Allister cancelled out John Stones' opener. Yeah, man. These title rivals played an epic draw. So Liverpool and Man City went toe-to-toe. Game finished 1-1. It says Man City survived the second half barrage from Liverpool to hold on to a 1-1 draw in a thrilling encounter at Anfield, which leaves Arsenal top of the Premier League. The final Premier League meeting between Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola lived up to its biddings as the injury hit host roared back from John Stones' clever first half opener from a corner. Alexis Mac Allister scored the leveller from the penalty spot early in the second period after Ederson had wiped out Darwin Núñez from Nathan Ake's poor back pass injury, injuring himself in the process. Klopp's side, with Konate adding to their injury list and with Salah only fit enough to feature as a substitute, had been second best in the first half but dominated the rest of the game, missing a succession of chances with Luis Diaz as the main culprit. You watched that, I'm guessing?
Yes, I loved that game. Liverpool looked wavy, but they just couldn't finish. They just couldn't finish.
I watched some highlights. That looked like
it was meant.
top
It was
10.
meant against boys, but it was reversed.
That looked like
It was
top tier
actually-
Gen.
It was boys against men, but it looked like men against boys.
Do you
And
reckon?
Liverpool's youth
Who
team.
were the men? Liverpool were the men.
Yeah.
This little crop of young boys that Liverpool brought through. There's like 4 or 5 of them that are decent, innit?
Crazy.
How have they just done that out of nowhere?
Klopp.
No, but it's like they didn't even like preempt it or nothing. Like I didn't even see like this Dan's youth. Like, some of these youths, obviously the Liverpool fans would know because they would be up in on what's going on in their academy, innit? Like obviously anybody else would be. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't even see it coming. Like
I don't think you understand how rubbish they made Man City look. And it was, I don't even think it was a case where Man City weren't playing well. Because you saw them playing well in the first half. First part of the first half.
yeah, I didn't see the game in it. So I tried to watch the highlights and I watched Match of the Day, and what I saw was the highest example of Gen I think I've ever seen. That pressing was.
It was
perfect.
It
It was
was.
just perfect.
It
It was
was.
just the intensity, and then when you've got quality players moving at that with that kind of intensity at that level, it must be tough for anybody to deal
and
with.
they
Innit?
were quality. They were quality. They didn't show what you would think the age would show. They were quality. They had to pull off De Bruyne. He was panting. And he was vexed when he came off.
Yeah.
Vexed with Klopp. Guardiola.
Pep.
Vex.
No,
Haaland. Who's Haaland? Who is Haaland?
is that you're saying Haaland? Who?
That's how they were making them look. And Foden looked like a little ragdoll boy.
No way.
Yeah. Normally he's like, I can impose myself. None of that. He was just falling over. Liverpool did very well. Like, very well. And they were cheated.
I watched that. I saw a lot of the stuff going on about the free kick. About the penalty. I'm hearing if it was anywhere else on the pitch, that's a booking at least, or a free kick at least, or a booking or whatever. I saw the outrage before I watched it. When I watched it in real time, like just playing, like running in real time, I said, no, this ain't what they're going crazy over. And then, but when you slow it down,
You don't have to slow it down. Look how high his foot was.
you know, his foot there's been higher foots in the world. It was chest level, it weren't head level. He hit the ball first. The ball goes directly up, even though
When
it
you
did come off
say
his
he
knee.
hit the ball first, it suggests as though there was a whole 1 second or 2 seconds to basically deliberate. My friend, it just happened to touch his foot whilst his stud was in his chest.
I don't think he was out of control. If you watch it, he's looking at the ball. It's a clearance. It's like 50-50. They both got a thing to it, and he kicks it. He touches the ball
You
first.
can't be putting your foot up like that. You have to use your head. And you could tell that he is such an amateur. He's such an amateur. He's not clued into the whole way Pep plays just yet. Because there's no way any of the other ones are putting their feet up in the area at that time and then thinking, let me try and win the ball with my foot.
If it happened against me as a fan, I'm going crazy. I'm screaming, I want that penalty. But like I said, I watched it and I think if I try to be unbiased and I just look at it, it's not the decision's not that stinky for me personally. And everything looks terrible in slow motion. In real time, when I watched it, I was like, nah, man, fair play, man. He got the ball. It's clearance. So I had to go for it. He's entitled to go for it. He wasn't looking at the player at any time.
I don't know if he's entitled to go for it.
You know
With
what I
his foot.
It's football.
Look how high it is.
No, I can say it could go either way. It could go either way.
I don't think it could have gone either way, to be honest.
It did.
No, it didn't. It went the wrong way. It went the wrong way. That's a wrong call.
I don't know, you know.
That's crazy. That's crazy anyway.
I don't see it, man. In avenues, Kai Havertz, I see news that are doing think pieces on Kai Havertz. News that are finally coming around to Kai Havertz. I've been telling everybody who would listen from the first few times that I've seen him play that he is actually really vital to the way Arteta wants to kick ball. And
Was it off the back of watching Chelsea play?
Trolling. Huh?
Was it off the back of watching Chelsea play?
No, watching him in the Arsenal team.
Oh, okay.
I see the look that he was going for, what he was doing, even like playing him in the midfield. And
Nah,
like
he's
the
not.
way-
He's not. He should never be playing in the midfield.
No, but I'm saying, obviously, I look at football differently, innit? And I'm just saying,
I know you do. You look at
Tactically-
You look at boxing differently too.
tactically, yeah, I could see exactly what he brings and why he's vital
Not for the
to what
midfield, sorry.
Arteta wants,
Not for the midfield.
how the type of football Arteta wants to play.
Not for the
But like
midfield.
I said, I've been telling you lot all season. You get me? You don't want to listen, but now you don't want to listen. You get me? This story says Kai Havertz late header secured Arsenal a vital 2-1 win over Brentford and spared Aaron Ramsdale's embarrassment as the Gunners moved to the top of the Premier League. Ramsdale's disastrous error that saw Wissa equalise late in the first half looked as if it might cost Arsenal ahead of Sunday's huge title showdown between Liverpool and Man City at Anfield. However, Havertz delivered with a header late on, just as he did in reverse fixture in November, to take Arsenal a point clear of Liverpool and 2 points of City with their 8th consecutive league win. And he done that, man. Big victory.
It's in top.
Huh?
That's all I know how to know.
Your joint top.
Yeah, we're at the top.
Your joint top.
Yes, we're joint top.
Yeah, so it's not exactly in your hands, is it?
It
You got, like,
is, it
Liverpool-
is in our hands if it is the goal difference. We keep the goal difference healthy.
Yeah,
that's
for
what I
real.
mean.
Your goal difference should stay healthy.
It's going to be such a hard running now.
Who you got next?
Everything's to
Liverpool.
play for now. Huh?
Who you got next? Liverpool.
No, we have Man City next.
Oh, City next.
Yes.
Have you still got Liverpool again?
No, we finished playing Liverpool.
You played Liverpool twice.
We finished playing Liverpool.
Okay, cool. I thought it was the Liverpool game, so it's the City game. So no, it was City. City's next week.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was City who had Liverpool then Arsenal. That's what it was. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no,
Is
man.
it next week?
Or is there a gap? Is there a game in between?
Nah, next week I think. Is it?
Because
are
the game in between, the game in between Porto, and you got Porto
We have Porto
Tomorrow.
Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and then the weekend should be. No, am I making it
when's
up?
the internationals?
This month. Sorry, people. Am I making this up?
Maybe we do play them this weekend then.
I don't know. I'm gonna double check now. I won't take too long. Saturday. There's Prem, Arsenal, and that postponed. Thingy postponed. Is it FA Cup or something? There's FA Cup. Yeah, you ain't playing them this weekend. It'll be next weekend.
Lovely.
No. God damn. We got Liverpool next weekend.
You're finished. You're finished.
It's gonna be tough over there. Big up Arsenal though. Another game that I missed. Spurs closed the gap on the Champions League. You get me? They ruthlessly dispatched of Villa. So Tottenham thrashed Aston Villa 4-0 to move within 2 points of their Champions League rivals as Unai Emery's side imploded after John McGinn's second half red card. McGinn was sent off with almost half an hour to go for taking out Destiny Udogie, with Spurs were already 2-0 up through goals from James Maddison and Brendan Johnson 3 minutes apart early in the second half. Heung-min Son and substitute Timo Werner scored in stoppage time to punish Villa and claim a statement win, which closes the gap on Unai Emery's side and swings the goal difference in their favour. Did you watch that game?
Yes.
I heard it was
Madison
a bad
was
game.
playing very well.
I heard it was a poor game.
4-0.
Yeah, but I heard it was poor. There was no shots on target from either team in the first half.
Yeah. It started off very poor.
The XG was terrible. Spurs had like 4 shots on target, 4 goals, so that might not be particularly thrilling. But yeah, there was that. Big up them. And our last sports headline for the day is AJ brutally knocks out former UFC champion in round 2. So Anthony Joshua brutally knocked out Francis Ngannou in the second round of their huge heavyweight bout in Saudi Arabia. AJ dominated the fight from the off, knocking Ngannou down twice in the opening rounds before finishing him off in an emphatic fashion. He will now be eyeing a potential shot at becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion against Tyson Fury or Alexander Usyk.
I told you.
Obviously, he was going to knock him out.
That's not what you said.
Huh?
That's not what you said.
Yeah, no, 'cause I told you I was trying to get good clip. If he won, I called it. Who was I talking to? I just told you like he.
You were talking to us.
Who? Do we have a guest there?
No.
No.
Did we have a guest there?
But then Trace, it was
Regina.
Travis. You guys talking about boxing with Travis?
But they called it on Friday. He
Yeah, it was on
wasn't
Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
What day was Travis in?
Thursday.
Thursday.
And I told Travis that AJ is going to win this fight because of how Ngannou and Fury went. You
And on
know
Friday, you
Definitely
said
talk
the
to him about.
opposite.
what?
Yeah.
And on Friday, you said the
Don't
opposite.
give Voldemort business.
Wow. Okay.
These are one women in sports when you think the women are on your side.
No, leave him.
Fair.
Did you see one thing about me?
Listen,
See grudges.
your wish is my command.
See when God made me, yeah. And it came
Petty
to
LaBelle,
grudges.
child.
Heavy dollop, yeah.
Queen
He,
Petty.
he didn't hold back, so
Mm.
I'll remember that.
I'm just saying, we all knew AJ was gonna win.
I felt bad for him, you know. I think I knew.
I fell asleep. I'll be totally honest with
So
you.
did he?
I was watching Parker and Thing, and I could just tell that I weren't gonna make it. And I fell asleep, guys. Sorry.
He
So you missed all
dispatched him
sports this weekend?
quickly.
So you missed all the sports this weekend?
I had a shit show. It was a stinker. Everything. I missed everything this weekend.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're going through it.
You say dispatch with him quickly, not long.
It was easy, man.
Did he dive? Did he take a dive for the money, or was it a genuine?
It was
Question though, I was gonna ask a question.
It's gone.
Because obviously people say is wrestling is the fake one, right?
Yeah.
And you are sure boxing is not fake too.
No, it's not fake.
Do you
Because
know
I saw the
what?
punch and they're barely connected.
I don't think it's fake, yeah. But
I
do you
saw
know
the
what? You know one thing I do think though, yeah. I do think that people get paid to
Stay
Fall
down.
asleep a little
that I
bit.
feel like a lot of
Yeah.
things are fixed.
Take the
And
dive.
I saw that he got paid 20 mil to fight AJ.
Hell, I thought
Can I say
too.
something? If it was me, you can bust me until to another realm
But
for
you know,
20
at
mil.
least you be working for the money. They didn't connect like that.
No, but Esther, you don't need
Hardly
to.
a
I've been
flick.
paid 20 mil, and if on the agreement it says
Lose?
that
Oh,
lose
baby.
in the first, I'm gonna be as
can have the
dramatic
belts.
as hell.
If they're paying him 20 mil, yeah, and he goes out there and he can beat AJ, you know he could make more than 20 mil in the next fight.
You know what? That's fine, but remember, I'm only just getting into this realm. So let me continue, so people think I'm the underdog in it. Do you understand what I mean?
Let me be the
Let
one
me
you
play.
think you
I'm
can
playing the
practice
long
with.
game.
Yeah.
And if you're telling me that coming in at entry level was 20 million, oh my dear, let's long game.
Yeah, because when I saw the clips, I said that.
Nah, he connected very well.
Barely. Big up AJ there.
Big up AJ, man.
That for him.
It was never in doubt, man.
excellence.
Here at TDA, we will support you the whole time.
Was rooting for you. We're all rooting for
We
you.
were all rooting for
So Mike
you.
Tyson and Jake Paul are going to be fighting?
You know that one, yeah, shocks me because I'm surprised Tyson would even like, isn't it kind of like disrespecting your? Do you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't try to go toe to toe with like someone like, especially someone like boxing where I know that it's a serious sport and it's a craft, and do you know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, sorry, off topic. Yeah, I watched Mike Tyson. I've watched a lot of stuff recently, and it was played by Travante, fine ass man,
Who's Travante?
the guy in the
girl.
I know,
What a man.
but
honey.
you know what's really interesting about him in the Mike Tyson thing? Because I'm sorry, Mike Tyson is not my bag.
I'm going to watch that too.
He's not my bag yet,
Add
but
that to my
the
list.
way he plays him, basically, my friend was cussing him and saying how he's not a
gorgeous.
good actor, and I was like, he actually is. Like, I've seen him in like different
really?
things. Yeah, he's even in Moonlight. I don't know if you've watched
I
Moonlight.
haven't watched Moonlight. No.
Okay, he's in that. But he plays Mike Tyson in the series, like a biopic.
The girls tried to come up with some tea about him as if he's
Oh,
going to...
he's a deadbeat dad.
Yeah,
My cousin
man.
keeps sending it to me, and I'm just like, okay.
No, I've seen it.
Yeah, she keeps sending
sending
it to me. I'm like, all right.
Who's a deadbeat father?
Him apparently.
Javante.
That's the
Javon-
guy you guys are backing. You're not.
We're not
never
backing nothing. Because we need to calm
escaping
down.
his
I'm not backing
You-
him. I'm
no
just
one's
saying
backing
that.
anything.
I'm just saying that he's
Who's
fine.
Travante,
He's
bro?
good
Get him
looking.
up.
I'm gonna show you.
He's good
He's
looking.
good looking. Doesn't check. He's a deadbeat dad and he's
This
good
is
looking.
this is Travante.
Okay, you don't look like Tyson.
No, but you need to see how they make him look like Tyson though, and it's the lisp, the mannerisms.
He has a lisp too.
in the thing. It's
Yeah, but
so.
Tyson, I'll be rude. I feel like I'll be offended by
So
that.
this is your take.
Tyson has a lisp though.
You have to.
Yeah, but like, don't act me.
They give him a gap. They give him a gap.
It's like people do the Annalise or Kerry Washington. Like, don't do that. part
No,
of
they
me.
literally give him like. But I think he plays it well.
The lisp is wild.
Yeah.
So this
Why
is
does
your
Kerry
type,
Washington
yeah?
make her face
I
like
don't.
that?
I don't. Can I just say something? I
is
do
your
not
type,
get
yeah.
why you're trying to. I think the man is fine. I said it.
I'm just asking. I wanted to just.
You don't need to
What are you
ask because I
asking?
said it first.
What are you
I said
asking?
I think he's fine. So what else? What do you need?
Wait, what
to-
are you asking?
Is this your type?
Yeah, one of my
I think
types.
I think he's a good looking man.
He's one of my types.
This isn't.
yes.
You're doing this thing where you're picking really bad pictures of people
No, this
today.
is the first one that came up.
Okay.
He's good
I've
looking
never
in that.
seen him before
He's
in
good
my
looking in that. So I don't know what you're doing.
All right, cool.
But he's one of my types. Yes.
Sweet.
Can't shame me. You can't shame me, honey.
Stand on business.
Period. I know that's right. Why's it go side by side with you?
Oh, is that what you're doing?
Is that your time? It's going side by side. And you two, you're just thinking straight.
All over the gaff.
Gosh, man.
What'd you say?
All over the house. All over the house.
I don't have a type anyway.
Warlord.
Huh?
You want a warlord?
No, we know I don't have a type. So
Anyway, that's the end of our sports
Oh,
news.
yeah, yeah.
Researchers ain't updated me, so let's get into our outro. Yeah, I think I got something.
She was getting ready for the Oscars, and someone in the comments was like, "I hate her lips." I said, "Why would you do that?" Because that's what she does with it.
Kerry Washington's lips are wavy.
no, she does do that annoying thing though.
That's like
It's so
yeah.
jarring.
What is it?
Like her lip
It's like
quivers.
it quivers before she gets into
Before
her
she
whole
gets,
speech.
she does it a lot. It's like her lip actually quivers as far back as Save the Last Dance.
I mean, while she's acting?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how far back
That's
the
like her
quiver
move.
goes.
You know, some actors have like a certain go-to move and
I
want
think
to
I know
get in
what
their
you're talking
bag
about. I think I know what you're talking about. And you get them doing it with the white man.
with fits. Yeah,
Uh,
Ugh, I love them together.
And it invoked a sense of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's just something about it.
Yeah.
It pisses people off. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have had a great show with us. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're nearly at 5K, so that's really cool. So get us up there, please. Thank you very much. Follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB, on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. If you want to send dilemmas in, or you want to, dilemmas via text, WhatsApp. Yeah, that's it. The number is 07564841073. Don't forget as well, we are on Discord. So you can join there and see what's going on over on that side of things. If you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, same email address as well for your dilemmas. The email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. See you guys tomorrow.
The reason why I put that picture up because
Ochivante.
apparently, that's not his best version.
No, it's not.
It's not.
And people were complaining that he grew his hair.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Because it changes him so
What, in
much.
that
No,
one?
him with his
That was his
hair.
hair growing in that one.
Yeah.
Like
That's
even
alright, that's not bad.
in
If you've
Mia
seen
Hope,
without-
whatever the
let
film
me
is,
show you.
yeah, his hair's hiding that, and
Oh, is it?
his hair was annoying me. But him with like a low,
Yeah, let me show you the ones that you guys actually.
What film is it? It's a gangster film.
No, a guy with a low cut though.
This is what.
he looks better with his hair low. Yeah,
And this one too. Look, this is what made you fall in love with him.
He's so buff.
can you please show
But
him?
you're saying that he's a
Show the Mike Tyson, please, because
he's
he's
a
not.
terrible baby father.
Apparently,
Yeah,
he's a deadbeat
Did he
dad.
get hench?
Does not
for
make-
the-
No, so
Wait,
There's not
this
giving
is
you a
what's
hick.
so crazy,
So the
yeah, about that, yeah, because I was watching it and obviously, no, but I just thought raw, and I thought, how much weight did you have to put on for this role? Because his size was mean. Like in the Mike Tyson,
Is there a shot of that? Is that it? Is that it?
he plays Mike
Beef,
Tyson,
man.
but he does it well, and he like the mannerisms, everything. It's
Oh, is
you
it?
know how Mike Tyson is so strange to me
He
anyway.
nailed it.
Yeah, I think he does a good job.
Well, apparently he was engaged to this girl, yeah, and then they're expecting a kid together, and then I think he left out of nowhere or something like that.
his career, like.
Why would you laugh?
Because he went to that and then he put the camera on me. I'm thinking, what?
Wait, are we still on
That's
there?
Inspiration.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
You know what? Wrap it up. All right, people. See you tomorrow.
Peace.
Wrap it up.
Guys are supporting bad baby fathers. No.
No, we're not.
I thought that would have given you guys the ick, but
No,
never
we're not.
mind.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
Do, do,
I want to be
do,
the last
do.
word. No, we're not.